Don't sit on chassis. Chassis?
Spazzy. So yeah, Omniviewer has snazzy, and so I have spazzy.
Who fucked up the chords so bad?
Huh?
Who fucked up the chords?
I don't know. I want to know who fucked up chords. All right.
It's time. Jesus. It's time
Yours might actually screw in, Jackson.
to take a drink. You know, I'm really disappointed that we're doing it this way and not lapels.
Either one of these.
Okay. Should it match like the other one?
No, it doesn't matter.
Can you hear me, John?
Yeah, and I can hear myself.
Oh, nice. I can hear you.
Hi.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I don't want to.
Oh, yeah, you're a bitch.
Y'all are so much like my friends. That's why I'm comfortable with you. that's what we call each other. You're a bitch.
So yeah, that one does funny things when you.
Yeah, I when I laugh,
get real loud.
when I laugh or get really close, so I'm kind of pulling it away, so it's not as loud. Who's
I gave it to you
Brian
'cause
Clark?
I figured you'd have the best.
He's part of Birds group,
Is he?
I believe.
Oh, it's this dude?
Is he the guy talking about Sasquatch sex last night?
Yeah. I think so. Is this Brian? Yeah. Sweet. Brian sent me a friend request. Brian seemed pretty chill.
Yeah.
I like Brian. There is no Lord here.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
And can you believe it?
It's a Friday once again.
No, it's a Saturday.
Shut the fuck up.
Can believe it.
The weather for
My
today.
friends are screaming once again.
It's 74 degrees in Rosemont, Illinois. Right now, it's a little higher in temperature than it was yesterday. Tomorrow, it's supposed to get even hotter with 86 degrees Fahrenheit.
All right, Elijah.
It makes me deeply uncomfortable how close
playing.
his David Lynch impression is to his Nathan Marchand.
Oh, I thought that was Nathan. But I thought it was a little off compared to last night.
What's up, everybody?
Hello.
Remember last year we started this off with Jackson pissing in the bathroom?
That's why I wish we had.
We
I was-
upgraded. We can't.
I was wondering about for the sequel, it started with me taking a shit.
Logically, that would make sense. It's harder
Yeah.
to hot mic you with a dynamic.
You look like shit. Does that count? I just got physically assaulted with your
And you're about to
property.
be thrown off the fucking balcony.
I had a fuck ton of ice cream. Best of luck.
Okay.
You're still kind of quiet, Elijah. Are you? Go ahead. Try.
Speak.
Yeah, try.
Hello. See
Holy
that's
fuck.
too loud.
Okay, let me try to. Oh, it's not gonna let me do that.
You can mute him, you know.
How is this?
I
Is
know.
this okay?
Too loud.
Typically, what you want is you want to talk very quietly, very close to it,
Okay, like this.
but not very loud close to it.
Well,
The problem is that's a piece of shit.
yeah.
It's not you. It sounds good when it's not clipping like that. I think it sounds better than like your normal mic, like on
Oh.
Kaiju Conversation.
That's because my old mic is like 7 years old.
That thing's from like 1963.
So can I sing the Beatles on here? And it sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Hey Jude.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey John. Don't make it bad.
Don't make me edit any of this boring shit out. Guys, let's get serious. This is a place where we get serious. It feels weird not having yokai on the screen on the TV.
I remember that last year.
We should probably turn
Yeah,
something
we can
on,
put
shouldn't
something
we?
on the TV.
Yeah.
Where's the remote?
Some
Where's the
some
remote?
entertainment.
The entertainment last night was really something. I'd never seen it before at G-Fest.
Yeah, all the creep shots.
It was someone's home movies. And they were filming women without their knowledge and other things.
That's just wholesome 90s fun. I really, no exaggeration whatsoever. What is this, Rodan?
Gyaos.
It's Gamera versus...
or Super Monster.
Government propaganda.
Yes, bro. That's what I wanted.
I'm pretty sure it's government.
Yeah. I think that is Gyaos, yeah.
So it's sort of Rodan.
Yeah.
I think the only things I've seen on here have been like
Gamera.
Gamera or Yokai.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Omar.
Well, that was the weird home videos last night. Was a puppet of Omar.
Praise Omar.
I
Yeah.
really wanted to watch that.
I almost filmed it on my. I tried to get a video clip for you, and I just wasn't fast enough.
Are we sure it's the same Omar?
I think so.
I mean, like one of the home videos was like of Brett Homnick at like during like some panel, and then like
I saw Brett.
a mask of Omar. That Omar was just put on his face, like a crudely drawn fucking mask.
Well,
So you saw that?
Yeah. I saw
Yeah.
And you can confirm it's the same Omar?
that. Yes.
Was this in everything?
I didn't know he's been around that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a
Well,
vampire.
Yeah,
Dragon-
Dragon.
Dragon Lizard Lord is a TV show. Or oh my god, not a TV show.
Yeah.
It's
It was
a
put on
G-Fest
Fox?
fan films. It's cut together G-Fest fan films into a feature-length movie.
From how many years?
1996.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was the first G-Fest, I think, right?
96 or
Was
97.
it? No, that's not right.
God.
I thought-
95.
yeah,
95.
He's been killing lizards for a while then.
Not the lizard. Anything but the
He's
lizards.
a real, who's,
Scaly.
Who's that guy? Who's the like avant-garde director who directed like The Holy Mountain and El Topo?
Jodorowsky.
Yeah.
Jodorowsky,
He's a modern day Jodorowsky. Have you guys seen Holy Mountain?
No.
I missed out on seeing it in
I've
theaters.
had opportunities like 5 times to see it in theaters, and I've not been able to make it.
They killed some fucking lizards and frogs for that movie.
Wow.
Death to the lizards.
It's badass. Omar would hate it now that I'm thinking about it. So we're back in Chicago, as the song goes.
Chicago.
We have Elijah Thomas joining us. We have Jackson Gibbon,
Hello.
singular, joining us.
Gibbon.
And we
yeah.
have John LeMay joining us.
Special guest, John
Thank
LeMay.
you.
Special.
I really thought it was Jackson Gibbons this whole time.
You think you know a guy.
Yeah.
I guess you could say he was really giving you a hard time.
Oh, that's.
I think you could say he took that S and shoved it up his ass. So Matt
Maybe
was
I'm gonna
supposed
the
to
one
be
jumping
here.
off that balcony.
Yeah, we're next to a balcony, folks.
Matthew Fields,
Matthew Simon Fields was supposed to be joining us today.
rest in
And
peace.
look
Rest
where
his soul.
that got us.
He's 6 feet in the ground.
Rest his soul.
Let's pour one out.
Deeper in the ground than he was above the ground when he was alive. But we do have some voicemails from him.
Oh.
From
guys.
the grave?
No. Well, we'll see. He sort of he felt bad he couldn't be here, so he left us some voicemails. As not many people realize you can leave voicemails on this podcast, but we have some voicemails to listen to later, so we'll hear a little bit from him. But G-Fest itself has an opening ceremony. That kind of sucked this year, but we have an opening ceremony for this podcast this year.
Okay.
I upped the production. I got everybody microphones. I got everybody 75-foot long XLR cables because I thought we'd be spread a little farther apart than this. So we have somebody who called in, and I got him to do an introduction for this podcast, and it's really special. Would you guys like to listen to that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, if you guys are ready.
Hey guys, it's me, Joe Biden. and welcome to G-Fest. I'm so excited to have you guys here. We're in the greatest city in the world, New Jersey. And it's the second annual Giant Monster BS podcast, man. Get your head out of your ears. We will talk. Okay? Folks, I'm not kidding. Be here. Be proud. And be angry. It's the best year of all time. It's 2024. What's the problem? It's my favorite year. And so much has happened. Elijah Thompson. Man, movie about kids, something I say. Huh? It's the best movie of all time. And that's the problem. And check out this clown. His name is Jonathan Nibbins. Get the hell out of my country, man.
What the fuck?
We don't have time for all.
For what?
We gotta watch Godzilla, man. Godzilla 1. Godzilla 2. Godzilla raids again. Godzilla versus, What I'm trying to mean is when I say what we do for when we go to get when we for what we will get done. Last but not least, we got John LeMay. This guy's a sucker. 1957, John LeMay and I got in a fight back in the backyard, man. I took out my shovel, I beat the fucking shit out of him, man. I kicked his fucking ass. John LeMay voted for Donald Trump in 2016, 2020, 2024, man. Everybody knows. It's a fact. Listen here, Jack, if you vote for Donald Trump one more time, I take my shovel out and beat your ass again, okay, boy?
Gotta be careful,
It's a Giant
John.
Monster BS podcast, baby. God bless America. Fuck you, bitch. Suck my fucking dick. Mommy's not here. I'm gonna say the F word. I'm gonna smack some women. I'm gonna drink soda. It's not a joke. It's Giant Lobster BS. I'm my gas, she's fine. Wonder when she'll be mine. She walked past, I press rewind to see that ass one more time. And I got this soda.
Live from Illinois, it's the second annual Giant Monster BS G-Fest podcast. Let's make some noise for the former president of the United States, leaving us a voicemail while he's suffering from cancer.
Rectum cancer. No, John. John.
Very aggressive.
What? Why, man? Why would you do it, man?
He's got me mixed up with someone else.
He's got you mixed up with Jack LeMay, it sounded like.
Yeah, or General LeMay.
General LeMay?
He was
Yeah.
thinking of General LeMay, General Curtis LeMay.
I don't
They
know.
did
I
get
mean,
in a fight in
You did vote
57.
for Donald Trump 3 separate elections. Isn't that right?
No.
It was 4, guys. Come on.
Oh, I forgot about
2008. Yeah. He was voting for Trump before Obama was in office.
True.
Yeah.
So that was really cool that
That was really kind of him.
Joey B
Yeah.
called in.
I as an ally of the Biden administration, I'm very happy that Joey, we call him Otto. That's his name. He likes Otto.
Oh, okay.
Like Otto
Thank you.
Octavias, stuff like that.
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yeah, I know things are pretty dicey down in Washington right now, People are dying. They're dying like dogs,
They are. That's so true.
left and right.
Well, that was y'all standing in the dealer's room line where they're eating the dogs.
They were eating the
they
dogs.
were eating the
They were
dogs.
Yeah.
eating the cats.
Mm-hmm.
They were eating the pets of the people that live there. It was dicey.
Yeah.
I almost got eaten myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got torn limb by limb.
No, I'm here.
You sure?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I did die, though.
How does it feel to be back at G-Fest, guys?
I'm dead.
Respectfully. All right, Jackson, how do you feel about being back at G-Fest?
It's been great. It's been great being here. Get me. I don't have a gun pointed to my head by one Elijah Thomas there.
When did that happen in the first one?
What?
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 What am I missing?
I don't get it. I don't know what's going on.
John,
I don't remember guns last time.
don't be the third strike. How does it feel to be back at G-Fest?
This is my 5th one, and it's not quite as magical as last year. The novelty is worn off again, but you know,
Amen.
yeah.
Preaching to the choir, I think. The theme of this year's G-Fest has been -0 effort. 0 effort in planning, 0 effort in marketing. They let us down with like the Pickwick movies, guests. Am I wrong? Stop me if I'm wrong. I've been venting about this to Elijah for months, and I was hoping against hope that it would shape up by the time we got here, and it didn't.
I mean, this year's been so weird because for all intents and purposes, it should have been bigger, you know? Like, I mean, there's more now than there was then. There's really cool things going on at the event. You know, there are things like a lot of honestly, I think the film festival this year, sans the reoccurring showings for multiple films. I think honestly it's a lot better this year. I think they have a lot bigger of a variety of films that wouldn't be shown over here, and you know they have a lot of these filmmakers, which is really cool. But it's really disappointing that I don't know. I do feel like they're underutilizing a lot of their assets.
I think I did forget about the film festival. We saw a couple things last year. I liked the room it was in last year better. But other than that, I feel like just Gladio and Ayura alone premiering there was kind of
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Did any of you
compared.
notice like today that like we were complaining like last night about it being like way too fucking cold with all the air conditioning. Today the fucking room was like really hot. Did you guys notice that during
didn't.
Ryukendo?
Well, you are wearing well, I guess both of you are wearing the same thing.
layers.
I didn't feel anything.
I don't know. I just noticed it.
I was kind of cold in there early. I went to like a cosplay panel or whatever. The Dojo Studios is not a panel, but it is a panel, I guess. And I was pretty cold in there, and that's like right next to it. But I don't remember feeling anything when we went to see Ryukendo. All eyes on you, John.
I wasn't there for that one. I was there for Gladio, but yeah.
Well, how's the convention kind of been for you? Like, you said like you know it's kind of worn off, but like overall, like how do you feel about the guests, the marketing, kind of everything that's been going on with it?
Well, I mean, I think for me, I think it's just the trip getting here was a little more arduous this year. And I don't know, just feel busier this year. Like you don't have a minute to take a break, and you all feel that way. I don't know if it's necessarily the convention entirely, just as opposed to us being so busy. But yeah, I mean, I feel like they probably could have gotten like one bigger headlining guest. But I do think it's really cool that they got, you know, Miss Kobayashi. I forgot the first name. Megumi. Yeah. I think that's unique and cool because she's never been here before. But I mean, I do think they need like, you know, someone of Akira Takarada's caliber to headline.
Do they even have a like major Godzilla player here this year? I don't think they do.
No, not that I remember.
West Wing guy.
And we don't even know what. I don't know if anybody could hear, but Grattan brought up West Wing, who he is one of the leading English actors in -0. But we don't know, like,
Yeah.
if he's going to prominently be in it.
Oh, okay. Grattan was getting my books out. I thought he was going to read them.
FYE drinks, by the way. Yeah. Cheers.
So while Grattan's getting prepared
Thank you,
to ask live, John Tiberius LeMay
Yeah.
to sign. Hey, do you need a Sharpie? I have a Sharpie. Yeah, where is it? It should be somewhere.
Those are actually too thick. Those will like bleed through the pages.
I have the
think.
fine tip.
Okay. Okay.
Hold on. Yeah,
is gonna be
yeah,
exciting.
That's it, Grattan. Yeah.
We've got a live audience member here tonight.
Jackson,
as well.
will you hold the microphone like up
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
pin while I sign it so the audience can hear?
Yeah, yeah.
Here, I'll hold your mic. Yeah. I'll hold.
For those
I'll
of you
hold both.
listening at home, I'm putting John LeMay on the spot by making him sign books on the podcast.
Do you need something to like put it on so you have a hard surface?
No, I'm good.
The bottom is the fine tip if you want to use the fine tip.
Okay. To Grattan shithead Conwell for outing me on air.
Fuck you. I did not vote for Donald Trump in 3 consecutive elections. I don't think you finished reading my books. And you didn't send me the foreword that I asked you to send me.
Oh, I forgot about that. Which book
year
did I
ago.
want you to do a forward for?
You said you were going to do a second edition of Writing Japanese Monsters.
I forgot all about that.
And,
Well, there's still time.
Okay.
When do I need to do my writing for you, John?
You made him...
Just
I
by
think,
Christmas.
By
For real
Christmas?
by Christmas, yeah.
Okay. How much do you want me to do?
Well, I haven't decided yet.
You
I
gotta
need-
get lower. You gotta get lower, Jackson. I can't hear the
He-
writing.
You know, I didn't. Yeah,
He wants
and
like
hold
Foley,
on.
I think.
I'm just gonna like scribble so that it sounds like I'm signing because we didn't.
Well, we're not...
That's what it sounds like when I sign a book.
Sick.
That's pretty cool.
He's ruining his own
It's
book.
pretty cool.
John LeMay just scribbled in your book. How do you feel?
I'm happy.
Are you gonna ever
Better
wash
him
it?
than my baby. For that book, I mean.
I don't know.
I'll fix it. Jackson, go ahead and take your microphone back.
No, I'm flattered, Grattan, that you brought these, and but you drove here. You didn't fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you didn't like take up luggage space with these.
Well, I brought luggage. I mean,
Oh.
I didn't have to check my books.
Nathan brought every single one of my books.
I heard about that.
So
Yeah, we got the lowdown
yeah.
for Marchand.
You know what though, for real, that was cool last year. Last year was the first time I was ever walking around the convention and somebody I didn't know walked up to me with a backpack. And they're like, "Are you John LeMay?" I was like, "Yeah," and then they whipped out a gun. And then they whipped out a book and they're like, "Would you sign this?" And I was like, "You took up your luggage space for that?" I mean, that's really cool, but you know, I'd save it for toys and VHS and
You know,
Orochi.
well,
The
yeah,
Yamato
you bought a
Hydra.
yeah.
My bad, Dave.
it's you bring that up. So something that's been both nice and weird this year is this is the first year where somebody hasn't walked up to me and said, "Are you Elijah Thomas?" And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
You're losing it, man.
Well, it was
Losing touch.
probably last year's podcast.
Oh, yeah. Joe Biden liked it. You're getting nervous, man. You're getting nervous. That was me to you last night when you were acting like a zombie.
I was literally falling asleep sitting.
Yeah, you were falling asleep at Rio Kindo
I
14
was.
minutes ago.
Oh, why do you think?
I had to wake you up. I was like, what year did this come out? You were like, peacefully waking up. What'd you say? Yeah, so last year in that episode, with the exception of me, we were all very positive. You guys were all very positive about G-Fest last year, saying it was one of your favorites.
Yeah.
Do you still think that? And how? And if so, or if not, how does it stack up to this year?
Do we still think that last year was a good year?
In hindsight, I was like, yeah.
I love it.
I decided, I think I gave it like
fun.
a 6 or a 7 out of 10. God damn it. Last year on the podcast. And I like immediately after I went home, I was like, no, I had a really fun time. It didn't sink in until I had already left.
I really enjoyed last year.
Last year was great.
No, for me, last year felt like the first time again because I couldn't come because of the COVID shutdown, and then when it did reopen, I just got out of the habit, and so this was the first time in the new hotel, and there was new people like you guys. I never met you before, so it just felt fresh again.
I mean, for me, last time was like my first time ever traveling overseas in about a decade. So, yeah,
it was kind of normal. It was the people that was new.
Okay, Elijah. Fuck.
It was. It was pretty.
I guess you are kind of the control here. in our experiment, you're the control.
Why can't I be the alt or the delete?
Next question.
but in all reality, last year. So I've been trying to figure it out. I think last year, the thing that was different was just having, this is going to sound demeaning to most people that I know, and I'm not trying to sound demeaning, but last year felt like the first year where, like, my friends came. Not as, like, oh, Nathan or whoever is my friend, but more so just the simple fact that, you got to come, Grattan, and Jackson, you got to come, and John, you and I became friends.
Yeah.
Like, live last year.
Yeah.
We all did,
crazy.
essentially.
Yeah.
And that was really nice. That was something I had never got to experience. So that was, like, what was fresh about it. It was a lot of fun.
I mean, you basically got to combine two friends as well with that, between me and Grattan, you know? It
was a very nice, Jackson, you have always been, like, we do the podcast together, and I have a ton of friends because of the podcast.
Yeah.
But you were always separate.
Yeah.
Like, the worlds of Nathan Marchand, and you never crossed over.
Yeah.
And then I made that happen. But it's not. It was nice. It felt like I wasn't. I don't want to say leading two lives. I think that's a little overdramatic. But it felt like I wasn't juggling two different fandoms in the same fandom. It felt like everything was consistently the same. So that's honestly, that was something that was really nice. And, once again, having you come back and, being able to be here has just been really refreshing. I enjoy having that crossover.
Yeah, I mean, when last year happened, I originally had there was a hope that maybe I could come back, but realistically, I was not anticipating it in any capacity.
What do we got?
World Entertainment Core release.
Somebody call it.
It's black and white. A Gamera, the giant monster.
Oh yeah,
it
that's
is.
the first one.
It's the first Gamera, guys.
Your favorite?
Why is it all Gamera?
I've seen like Space Giants like for 10 seconds, and that's the only other thing I've seen.
Do they have multiple channels this year?
They have
They did one day.
They have two.
They have two?
But
the second one goes in and out, is what I noticed.
What's the number for the second one?
They're right together, so you just go up or down.
Okay.
Elijah's gonna figure that out. So speaking of friends and combining one circle of friends into another, we're gonna listen to the first voicemail by Matthew Fields. to sort of get a reason as to why he's not here, if everybody's okay with that. Ladies and gentlemen, a message from a friend.
Hey guys, just calling here to leave a little message for all y'all. Super cool that you guys are at G-Fest. That's super awesome, and I can't lie, I'm a little jealous. But you know, I'm so happy that you guys get to spend this time together and talk about movies and just sort of like enjoy kaiju stuff together, you know, because we're all into it. I wanted to be there. But they've got me on this dialysis. I'm in the hospital right now, actually. I should have started with that, maybe. But they put me on dialysis. The other day I was feeling not so good, and then I noticed this sort of this blue coloration around some of my around the inside of my elbow and the inside of my knees, and I looked it up, and it's, you know, it would not, I didn't get great results. No, it was kind of scared me, and I felt sick, very sick. So I went to the hospital, and they've got me hooked up to some machines here. I wish I could be there, but we're gonna figure out what's going on, and hopefully I can get better, and get back up to speed. You know, get back up to.
All right. Well, thanks, Matt. We'll hear from him again later, but it's we're sorry to hear that our friend Matt is in the hospital right now instead of being at G-Fest.
He's kind of sounding like our president a little bit.
Well, sounds can be deceiving. Joe Biden is in good health.
Maybe a senator. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. You know, I've also talked to him on the phone recently. So we were talking about how well everything went last year. What went wrong this year? What changed?
The honeymoon's over.
Truly.
I would agree with that. The mystique of last year and just being surrounded by everything Godzilla has kind of worn off a little for me.
Yeah.
It feels like I was just here 5 minutes ago. I told that to Jackson when I first saw him after I got here. I was like, I feel like I was just here. Like the whole year I spent in between, I was like, man, it's taken forever for G-Fest to get here. Yeah. And then I got here and I was like, I just parked my car over here. Like I just did this. You look the same. This is all the same.
I think last night we all agreed we looked better, didn't we? Or the first night, we were like, everybody looks better.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Elijah doesn't look the same. Elijah's lost a lot of weight.
He's got a mohawk too.
Apparently, John's gotten buffer.
No, no, I've gotten
you?
smaller.
Really?
Yeah.
Same.
You looked... This is going to sound mean, but I thought you looked like you had, like, let yourself go a little bit in terms of, like, the weightlifting and everything. I thought you looked a lot better this year.
I started doing CrossFit. I don't know if I should admit that either, but yeah, it's another dirty secret.
What, that you're just embarrassing everybody else here?
I'm doing CrossFit now, yeah.
John, I locked into the gym like immediately after G-Fest last year, and I was actually making legitimate progress, like the best progress of my life. And then around March came, and I got so fucking busy that I lost literally everything right before coming here.
So you looked like He-Man before you got here.
Not quite He-Man, but like people were legitimately telling me like
the men were hitting on you.
The men and the women, you know.
They were all doing it. They were all
doing it. They were all complimenting me. They were all telling me I look great. I look great. I look healthy.
I'm the healthiest you've been.
I'm the healthiest human on the planet.
Shut up, man. Would you shut up, man? Come on. Get out of my country.
You don't belong here.
Speaking of get out of our country, why did you get everybody sick last year,
What
Jackson?
the fuck? What the fuck?
That we've
What is this
entered-
bullshit?
We've entered the red. Yeah, that's
We all
a
had
great
near-death
question.
experiences as a result of the
Yeah.
illness you brought from
This
overseas.
is why you need to wear a mask.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Fuck
you
you.
don't want to take any
Fuck you.
accountability for
Kill
this.
yourself now.
He almost died, and you
His
put.
fucking argument is that I got sick in fucking Hong Kong. Brother, I would have been fucking sick earlier in the fucking week.
No, it was less than 4 days later.
For fuck's
And it takes 24 hours for you to start feeling sick. And that's not taking into consideration all of the time it takes for you to get everybody else sick. Maybe you weren't contagious for the first 48 hours. There's a science behind this. Where's your degree? If you're not, get out of my damn country.
All I know is that last year you seemed a little sick. I thought it was allergies, and then I got home and I was sick with the worst cold I've ever had for a month. And it gave me an upper respiratory infection and pink eye and an ear infection.
Oh my fucking god!
And I had to go to the ER because I couldn't sleep. I couldn't see out of one of my eyes, and I went. And they told me that I had they're like, oh, you must have had like a bad cold that turned into a whole upper respiratory infection. And I was like, well, let's see if Elijah got sick. And sure enough, at the same time, the only other person we were staying in a room together with got sick.
And who was sick and who got to sleep for 24 hours when they got back to my house? Wasn't me, newsflash. I had to go back to work.
The jury's still out.
John, you're the jury.
Well,
You've heard all the evidence.
if it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck,
Sounds like a bird.
yeah.
Well, good thing ducks are birds. You're guilty as charged.
I didn't get sick, but I didn't stay in the room.
No.
It's all right.
John
Not
didn't
again.
get sick, so it wasn't me.
It's all good.
I'm the only one who didn't sleep with Jackson. Well, because y'all shared a room.
Right. Of course.
We are sharing a room this year, though. Maybe I will get sick. Maybe I'll get sick when I get
We'll
home.
see. Did you have to fly through Hong Kong again?
Huh? No, I went through Canada this
Even
time.
then,
Oh, we're okay.
even if he was, he stayed at my house for like 5 days.
Mm.
So he would have already infected me with the Kung flu.
He flew into Hong Kong and ate a pangolin, and then got us all really sick. And this time he had what, fucking maple syrup or something? He's gonna be fine.
He did fly into Denver. He probably got some of that medical stuff, you know? Made sure he wasn't sick.
Yeah.
In my 5 minutes in
Yeah.
the fucking airport.
Yeah. You got it, buddy.
No, that's cool, though, because we would have both been in Canada almost at the same time.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I was in the Niagara Falls region.
Oh, I was in Vancouver.
Okay, because I was there at the late end of June into early July.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
John, how does somebody travel as much as you get to?
Well, it's just right now. It's just lately. That's all.
Where's your favorite place you've been, John?
Oh, that's tough. Man, this sounds corny. It might still be G-Fest.
That's good to hear.
Mm.
Because it's so
I'm
beautiful.
glad Jackson
Yeah.
didn't ruin everything for you.
What the fuck?
I love the giant poo statue they have at the Hyatt Regency.
Yeah. Is it supposed to be Godzilla poo? And it's so big?
It could be.
I
Very
like
well.
the poo in the Hyatt region. These Godzilla fans, man. Oh God, where were we? I think I was with you. And I swear I smelled like somebody had shit.
Well, that was in the dealer's line in the morning, right?
No,
'Cause
no,
people
no.
were-
Wait, was
It was
this
outside of
earlier
the film
today?
festival room.
Yes.
We were
Oh!
we were talking to Avery, and somebody fucking crop dusted us really bad.
Wait, when was this?
Wait,
It was after Gladio, right?
there was that, and today It was either while we were watching Ryukendo or something. There was like, it smelled abysmal.
Well, I was like walking to that area, and it, like, between sort of like the lobby and that whole section, yeah, it smelled like shit. I almost thought it like, was it like weed or some sort of fucking plant? Like,
no, but
We did smell a guy.
I had to walk away. Literally, I was like, if I keep walking behind this dude, I'm gonna have the. Honestly, my biggest complaint about this year's G Fest has been the fact I've had a migraine almost every single day of this event.
Still today?
yeah, you and John have been.
I had a
rocked
little
over.
bit, but
Yeah.
it was whenever I was walking. So anytime somebody smokes weed, if I am around and I smell it and it's like really strong, I'm like, if I'm there for 5 minutes, I've got a migraine and
Wow.
I'm done for. So I avoided it this.
Jackson, are you getting any weed while you're in town? I love
I'm
the
not-
I
I'm
love
not
the
allowed to
response
answer
every
that.
time I ask a
I'm not
question.
allowed to answer that.
Now you know what I got to deal with. What's your name?
Huh?
How old are you?
Huh?
Are you gay?
No.
I don't believe that.
John, are you still gonna do like an Epstein Unmade book?
Yeah, probably. So well.
Are you going to do the crossover of Weinstein and Epstein?
Oh, well, that probably was a real crossover.
The Big Book of Steens? Well, uh-oh. Some things don't sound bad until you speak them out loud, don't they?
I'm still waiting on the Giant Condor book.
That was interesting. You know, I felt like people would figure out that was an April Fool's joke, even though I posted it a few days before April Fool's, you know. But yeah, a lot of people really want me to do the Giant Condor filmography. So I might do it.
I think you should. I'd buy it.
I thought that was real briefly, but I figured it out like by the end of reading the post I had figured it out.
Yeah, I've done quite a few good Godzilla April Fools. I did Godzilla versus Dracula one year, and people believe that.
Yeah.
I did you mention the Giant Condor thing last year to us? Because I feel like
He did. He
okay,
definitely
he
did.
did.
Did I? Wow.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I
thought that was
I
an-
remember this.
I thought that was an April Fool's thing from between last year and this year.
Yeah,
I
it was, but I'm pretty sure
I
you
swear to
mentioned
God, he
that you were
mentioned
going
it
to
on
do
the
it.
recording. Did he not?
Maybe.
I don't think so.
Am I fucking crazy?
You might
I think
just,
you joked.
yeah.
You joked about doing some. I think we talked about you doing like a big book of power scaling or something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I think the Condor thing happened. I don't think we were in on that.
Maybe I'm crazy. I don't fucking know.
I don't remember.
Parallel reality.
Maybe we were dropped into an alternate universe.
Maybe we came from the alternate universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where G Fest isn't as fun.
Yeah. Nonetheless, we still have some stories to tell, don't we? Where do you guys want to start? There's so much to talk about. You guys made a movie
Fuck yeah, we did.
between last G Fest and this year. I made a Big Dumb Puppet between last year and this year.
I made a big shit sometime between
last night and this night. I met the Omniviewer.
in the flesh, in the hat. So
Hello,
I haven't
Big
met
Jack.
Snazzy, but
No, Big Jack was replaced by Omniviewer this year. That's how you know when G-Fest is really going to shit.
John, how do you feel about the Omniviewer replacing you?
Oh, on the writers panel. I'm all right with it. You know, like I want to be like JD Lees and just retire. Just kind of, you know, be cool. Just want to,
I want
just
you
relax.
to do your own Kaiju magazine.
Well, we've got somebody else working on that. You're on the group thread, right? Aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it was announced. I mean,
I'm gonna
Giant Monster BS exclusive.
I'm just gonna start my own Blu-ray label to release Toho movies. It's not illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to start a subdivision of Kaiju Ramen that does home physical media. What?
Say it.
Kaiju Ramen. What? We're not breaching that subject. Are we drawing the line?
We're drawing the
So
line
close.
at bootlegs, but not at Jeffrey Epstein.
I didn't know we were allowed to draw a line, or I would have cut it off at the opening.
Exactly. Yeah, he would have walked out when Joe Biden started recounting the story of beating his ass in his backyard.
Yeah.
No, we're not supposed to draw a line. We'll talk about it. We'll sit here and make you listen to us talk about Kaiju Ramen.
There were lawsuits threatened. I don't know how.
Sure.
I don't know how far I want to go with that.
So yeah, Kaiju Ramen's coming back. You just interviewed Michael about it.
Yeah.
Were lawsuits threatened after that? In response to that?
I didn't say anything on that. I just asked questions.
Okay. Well, Michael said his fair share on your podcast.
Michael did say his share.
Whatever.
Yes,
Fuck you.
susceptible
Kaiju Ramen's boring
bankruptcy.
anyway.
You know, honestly, I've heard a lot of people complain about Kaiju Ramen in the last like couple months.
About what? Just it
how
coming back?
terrible it was.
Oh, really?
I've had quite a few people tell me that it was not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, when you get angry at G-Fan and try to make a magazine for your first time, it's not going to turn out well. Sort of, well, you know, that we can transition into, I wanted to ask you, Elijah, how bad's G-Fest going to have to get before you consider going to Kaiju Brooklyn?
I would love to go to Kaiju Brooklyn.
Right.
I think,
But what?
but
Surely you're friends with
I
the
know
people
everybody.
running the show there, right?
I know everybody. That's what they say. I
Uh-huh.
know everyone, and that's why I've been to his booth multiple times in the last 2 days.
Do you not want to talk about this either? John Bugatti Jr.?
You know, Elijah and I have good plans for G-Fest next year. We're going to make it all about
Legend of Dinosaurs and Monster
Yeah.
Birds.
that will save G-Fest.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, it's different.
I think that movie's. I think people complain about that movie a lot more
Yeah.
than it deserves.
Yeah, it'll be like this year we celebrated Rebirth of Mothra. You know, it's
Yes.
Bratton's favorite.
so why not?
Mhm.
Yeah, why not Legend next year?
You don't want to do Rebirth of Mothra 2 next year? I mean, just keep it going, you know? Twice the movies, twice the money. Yeah, well, what's going to save Kaiju Brooklyn? Is it going to be the olive branch between Elijah Thomas and John Bugatti Jr.?
He might be regretting coming on for this.
This might be the lost episode.
I know. I've never seen you at a fucking loss for words like this, motherfucker.
You know,
Just say I'm sorry and move on.
wakarimashita. Oh no.
Fucking weeb.
All right.
Bakana Gaijin?
Speaking of lost media, John, something we talked about last year
Yeah.
a little bit, very briefly, because
The Age of Consent?
it had just happened. No, that's that's your old book.
No, I was like really distracted watching the yokai. Like I was getting into it, and I wasn't paying attention, and that's how Grattan got me. Is like, John, the age of consent.
It looks like that guy's about
Yeah, I
to
was like,
grab
you were
that
going to tell
woman.
us about the age of consent. These are outdated laws, and they desperately need a new
Grattan, what's your
Go to
take
paint.
on age of consent?
on age of consent. Get it up.
You know, in Japan, it's 13.
Let's
That
go back to the
sucks.
lost media. Let's circle back.
I'm going to throw all my Godzilla movies in the garbage now that I know those creeps have been fucking 13-year-olds.
You
Now,
know,
I can't. I guess where I draw the line is I was. Never mind. I'm not going to touch that. So John, speaking of lost media, not about the age of consent, but
what are
you and Nathan did a panel last year on the unmade Ultraman project.
Yeah, give credit where credit's due. That was all Nathan's idea, and he was nice enough to let me join in.
Well, he said he really wasn't sure about doing it, and you sort of gave him that push that gave him the courage. No,
I'm
fucking with you. I
remember.
don't know. I didn't even know it was happening until
The point is, so Nathan and I didn't know that some Subaraya executives were in the audience, and we both felt like we were respectful, and we were just enthusiastically talking about Ultraman projects because we think it's cool, and we wanted to talk about what didn't get made. And I guess I don't know how well they understood us, but apparently they mistook it as like kind of like a dishonor that like these projects didn't get made and we were talking about them.
So let me ask, this just popped into my head. Could it be that somebody perhaps was a little oblivious to how he or she, I'm not trying
probably he.
it's at G-Fest.
Could be
It's
anyone.
the demographic.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps they said something that could have been interpreted as a little more brutal than intended to be.
Possibly. I mean, Nathan's very enthusiastic, so maybe they didn't understand his enthusiasm. If your grasp of English isn't super good,
And you guys made it so Super Aya never came back?
that's what I assume because I'm an egocentric personality and I think everything is about me. So I thought, yeah, that's why they didn't come back this year.
That's why you interrupt everybody all the time.
Yes.
Nobody will make. Nobody will meet Pigmon ever again at G-Fest because you had to open your big mouth and pay me $10 to record the panel.
Yeah, that was fun.
It's so funny that like
$10 and an Uber ride.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
owe you an Uber ride.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, sounds like you guys are going to the club tomorrow.
You're taking me to Rebirth of Mothra tomorrow, whether you like it or not.
Ooh.
You're gonna Uber me and Jackson there.
Yeah.
Jackson wants to see it too.
I genuinely do.
Careful what you wish for. The monkey's paw, one of those fingers is going to curl, and I'm going to pull a Pee Wee Herman in the Rebirth of Mothra. They're going to throw me out for beating off to Rebirth of Mothra. You're going to go, no, my Uber back home. My Uber back to the hotel.
I hope this doesn't air. Oh, God. I feel like last year was pretty tame, and this is like the sequel that goes too far, like The Hangover
Damn.
Part 2.
I think I get it. Last year I was so new to all of this, and now I'm sort of starting to get how it all works.
Yeah, you were a little more timid last year.
Was I?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel we're all a little more comfortable, A, with each other, and B, with the environment
Yeah.
of
I feel like I
G-Fest.
was more comfortable last year.
Really?
I was leaned back on a bed. I was like half
we were
asleep.
cuddling.
We were cuddling. I feel like I'm doing hard-hitting journalism. Nobody wants to answer me. Everybody's doing damage control. This is supposed to be about talking shit with our dear friends. We're supposed to be having a good time talking a little bit of shit and watching a movie. Nobody wants to say anything.
Why
It's
is
not even
there
a fucking
boobs?
movie.
What's going on? There's boobs?
What's another Damon
OSI?
Foster film?
Is this
Boobs.
Are they just playing like trailers for
Yeah.
movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just trailers.
Or do we want to go back to Gamera?
I like all the stimuli here, just all the different stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, the shirtless man's pretty cool.
We'll keep John. We'll keep John pacified with this
What was that?
channel.
Did you people hear that? Did somebody?
It did sound like somebody was trying to enter our room.
Uh-oh.
John Bugatti's here to break your kneecaps.
I knew I shouldn't have angered the mafia.
He's scared.
Elijah's going to see if John Bugatti Jr. is at our door. So, who was with me? It was Elijah. Were you there when I met OmniViewer?
Yeah.
So we could talk about that if you want.
Yeah.
I've been
Let's talk
telling the
about-
story all weekend, so I'd like to hear your perspective.
Well, you give like some context to the audience, I guess, since it's your story.
I guess we were okay. Yeah. I forgot about all the build-up. So we had OmniViewer on the show a while back, a friendly debate, and it was cool. I like to talk a little shit about the OmniViewer. I'll be honest. I think his shtick is kind of funny.
Snazzy?
Yeah, we'll get there. But I've never been like mean to him, and I don't plan on being mean to him. But I had him on the podcast and we debated or whatever, and that was fine. And so he's been posting about going to G-Fest this year, and I think we talked about that in that recording after we stopped talking about whatever the subject of that podcast was. He was like, I'm trying to go to G-Fest this year. And we were both like, yes, like finally OmniViewer. And so he's been posting about that. And I sort of quoted that Norm Macdonald tweet about finding him. Or like I said, I cannot wait to meet you, and I will. And then I've just been making...
Passively happy messages.
Yeah, I've been saying
yeah.
stuff like I will find you. I can't wait to find you. And
We will meet.
so, yeah, I will meet you. And we came down the elevator, and I can't remember what we were talking about or what we were doing. But
God, what the fuck were we doing?
Yeah, we were coming down to the G-Fest level of the hotel. I remember that. And I think it was just something about Godzilla we were talking about.
you know
Fuck.
exactly what we're talking about, I think. I think we were talking about something else you don't want to talk about. Was it Matt Frank? Who was it?
And
What bridge are you afraid of burning, Elijah? Okay, so we were talking shit, I guess, and we got off the elevator and the OmniViewer was
and
there.
I stopped dead in my tracks and started pointing. I was so excited I couldn't wait for...
You said, that's him, that's him.
That's him. You
So-
will meet. And then I got a photo just like how I did with Big Jack. You gotta get a cork board and start like all the pictures you meet of YouTubers. Just kind of, yeah.
I do need to get that. So I went up to the OmniViewer very excitedly. And I went, hey, like, it's good to see you. And he went,
Yeah.
hello. And I was like, are you okay? I was like, are you okay? And he was like, well, yes, I'm just getting ready for the writers panel. And which is very strange. And people have told me since then that he's just sort of
His
like
mom's
that.
died.
That was my theory. My working theory was that his mom died. And he like just found out because he seemed so sad and like weak. I mean, not like pathetic weak. He's actually really fucking tall. Like, is he taller than you?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he is.
He's a
I think
big
he is.
guy.
He's tall.
But his voice was hoarse. He wouldn't look me in the eye, and it was like he just seemed nervous. But he was in his full TGI Fridays OmniViewer garb. And
So he didn't seem nervous to me. He just seemed like he could not give less of a fuck at that moment.
maybe.
Maybe it was like me and somebody I had to interact
Oh God.
with because I was busy trying to talk to like two other people.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We won't name names on this podcast,
Huber.
but
There's one bridge he's willing to cross.
I'm telling you, he got him bad, dude. Anyway, let's finish the Omniviewer story. So, anyway, I just got a bunch of pictures of me smiling like really big with the Omniviewer next to me, behind me, towering over me. And the Omniviewer's just got this like disassociated, like lifeless expression on his face.
Let's see the film. Let's see what you look like. We can describe it to all the audience members.
Okay, I will put, if you're watching this on video, I will put the images on screen. Computer. So,
Just ask AI to show it for you.
yeah. So you guys have all seen the picture.
It's
Hey,
funny
look
though.
happy, look full of joy.
I was this was maybe the best thing that happened at G-Fest this year. And look at him. He's like,
Maybe you were too happy.
whatever, fuck him. I'll be happy if I want you, motherfucker.
Maybe that was when he got stood up by Snazzy.
Yeah, so we saw him in his civilian clothes afterwards at the Red Bar, and he was like sort of where I was sitting. He was like right behind a corner of a wall, but I could see him very clearly, and it looked like he was having dinner with somebody.
And I thought it was Nathan. I honestly thought him and Nathan would go out
Because they just did the panel together. Yeah.
And when you say civilian, it's more so it's him but blue.
Yeah, the blue Omniviewer showed up. But he's got a different hat on. It looked so different. Like, it's so hard to recognize him outside of his normal clothes because like that's such a distinct look. With the fedora and everything. I was hoping he'd do like a hairline reveal at some point. And that didn't happen because I want to know what's going on under there. Daniel DeManna did a hairline reveal and wowed me. You probably already knew, but it's like,
Is that when you take your hat off?
yeah,
Okay.
Danny, he always wears a hat. Every time I see him, he's got a hat on, and so I was like, Danny's probably.
He definitely doesn't have the hairline of me or John.
Norwooding out.
We're the two here that doesn't have the receding hairline.
I'm not bald yet. All right.
You got a couple years left in
But
you.
I was thinking that Danny had like a big bald spot for some reason. And he's actually got nice hair.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why he wears hats so much. I don't know. Elijah said he wanted to talk about this, so I just decided to bring it up.
What? I didn't bring up Danny.
It was right after you ignored Nick Huber in the lobby of the hotel.
Well, I was busy.
Looking at Kevin Derendorf pointing at things in a magazine.
It was something I worked on. I was interested.
Mm-hmm. And you just didn't have the time.
Look, man, I have only so much patience and time in my life. And it's awkward, you know? It's just a little awkward. And he is doing the Gamera's 60th anniversary panel again.
Is he?
Again?
Yes.
He's doing the same panel the second year in a row?
Hold on, let me grab a program so you all can...
It's a little bit of Nick humor.
Yeah. You know, it's great that these cords are so long so I can come over here, cover the camera, and walk back without...
You can go to a different room and participate.
Oh,
it's
they
funny
would-
because you
that would
also
reach
have
the
like
bathroom.
the shortest headphone
Yeah.
wire out of all of us.
Yeah, I really got the short end of the
Yeah, we
stick.
should have just like put a microphone in there. laid a microphone in there and let Jackson go to town.
Let's see here. Okay. So we're gonna pull up all of these panels here. And I'm gonna read off exactly what Nick Huber's doing, because it's definitely not what you would expect. I love how they put.
Gimra at 61 years old.
Do you have it?
No.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Oh. Correction, it's changed. It's Gamera, Guardian of the Universe.
That's different.
Here's the
Why not
description.
Legion?
Okay.
Trace the epic evolution of Gamera from Showa-era friend to all children in campy battles against Gyaos Guron and more to the darker Heisei trilogy's Atlantean Guardian facing Gyaos Legion and Iris. Explore suit designs, practical effects, behind-the-scenes trivia, and the heartfelt Gamera rebirth. A fiery celebration of this iconic kaiju's birthday bash as he turns 61.
Forget about Gamera the Brave.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Maybe he just had some things that he wasn't able to say because Nathan
He hated the panel.
was there.
Yeah, Gamera is two words. It's game, which is turtle, and ra, which means Zilla. So it's Turtlezilla.
Gamera was originally called Kamera because Kame is the Japanese word for turtle. So technically his name is Turtlezilla, which is a little funny.
If you really think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll never, ever allow myself to do that again. Ever. Never. Hard pass.
So you're not allowed to go to Kaiju Brooklyn?
You know,
Or the jury's out?
I'm sure that Mazdami, is that his name, would love me to come to New York. I hear
Oh,
that
the
he's
mayor?
Mom Donnie?
Mom Donnie?
Yeah. Mom Daddy.
That's funny. No, I like that. Mom Daddy. I haven't thought about it like that.
I'm sure Mom Daddy wouldn't mind me coming to New York.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Sure.
Grattan, next topic.
I guess so. Let's go ahead and listen to the second voicemail that Matt left us.
Now, is he going to be 12 feet in the ground for this one?
Well, let's find out. We got to listen to find out.
Hey guys, what's up? I hope you're having a good time at G-Fest, recording the podcast. Once again, I really mean it when I say it. I'm happy, so happy for you guys that you get to do this, and I really wish I was there. Little update on my end. It's not it's not bad, but it's not good news. So they did some more tests, and so long story short, they don't know what it is still that's going on with me, but they do. They noticed that my blood pressure was kind of high, dangerous levels is what they said. So they've got me on some blood thinners, and then but the blood thinners are kind of they're kind of messing with my heart, and so now they've got me on this heart medication, and the doctors are doing a lot here to figure out what's going on with me, and but they still got me on the dialysis, and then I'm doing these pills they've got me on, and I'm feeling dizzy. I mean, it's this whole room is spinning. But they are I think we're on our way to finding out what's going on with me. But I'll make sure to keep you guys updated. I don't think it's gonna be too serious. It's just weird that we don't know what it is, and I've been here a couple of days, and they're not figuring out what the thing is. They said they usually do by now with these things, so that was kind of scary. But yeah. Anyways, hope you guys are having a good time, and I will talk to you later. All right. Bye bye.
Thank you, Matt.
That was our friend Matthew Fields, who is sort of the co-host of this show.
Special guest.
Most episodes. Wasn't able to make it this episode, but
Hashtag relatable. I haven't said this yet, but I've been dizzy for like most of the day.
I'm
dizzy right now.
The day when we went to the museum, I was really dizzy.
I've had like really bad dizzy spells. Like I've been like, it started yesterday or the day before. I almost like, we were in downtown Chicago on our way back, and like I almost fell into the train tracks. Like I was just standing there.
Do you think it's the fucking compressed air I used for my puppet that we all inhaled like a good bit of?
I don't know. It's been weird. Like I've had migraines. I've been like, I just had a dizzy spell a couple minutes ago. I just kind of was like, well, I'm just gonna sit here as the world spins.
I was a little dizzy too at times. So I think you and I are just on the same cycle right now.
I'm
'Cause
glad
that
we're
happens
synced
sometimes.
up.
Yeah.
I was dizzy too.
Maybe you're synced up too. Have you had any blood?
No, my allergies are kind of acting up though.
I've had a lot of blood.
I'm very healthy.
Fuck you.
Well,
What a change
zero.
of pace it's been.
He's patient zero. He won't be sick. He's just the carrier.
Mm-hmm. Your plane's gonna go down like World War Z on your way back to Australia.
Oh, speaking of that, I brought my Ultraman Towards the Future Blu-ray set for Jackson to sign.
What?
I wanted him to sign it because
Yeah.
it was made in Australia.
Yeah.
I'm like, you probably have like relatives or something that worked on it, or like you probably know someone.
You work with the company that helped finance it.
I did.
Yeah, the government.
That was pitched to the government. That wasn't produced.
Okay. You
It
pitched to
hasn't
the
been
same
approved
government.
yet.
You pitched to the same
Who
government.
knows if it'll be approved?
Well,
I hope.
hopefully not.
But fuck you.
I just think it's weird you haven't watched it. I just feel like it's something you should watch.
I've seen the first 2 episodes, I
Oh.
think. Yeah.
What a bitch.
Kill
And he
yourself
hated it.
now.
I can tell he hated it.
What the fuck? I never
It was
said
the
that.
first Ultraman I ever saw.
I need to watch it.
Yeah.
I gotta finish Cosmos.
John, it's not Ultraman powered bad. It's not that bad.
It's ironic that it's called, what's it called, Towards the Future?
Towards the Future, yeah.
And Australia is like in the past. It's stuck in the
No,
past.
it's not. No, we're in the future. Fuck you.
Yeah, you're in the
Fuck
future.
you.
We're a little
Fuck
hot.
you.
We got a
It's
big
Sunday
rock.
in Australia now.
You don't have your air.
Fucking kill yourself.
I might.
Fucking kill yourself,
Did you
man.
know
See,
there's
this 2011 edgy humor is not helping your case, Jackson.
no, so we actually did learn that in Australia, like Axe body spray is commonly used amongst all adults.
Yeah.
Like a middle school locker room. And then we learned that in Australia, like the humor is just middle school, like go kill yourself.
Yeah.
I would
Do you
say
guys
most
still
people
put
are middle
Instagram filters on everything? Those fucking purple Instagram filters.
So what we've learned is Australia's, and they don't have middle school, which explains everything.
Yeah, they have center school.
Yeah.
They have something called center school.
You have to go through middle school to realize that it's a waste of your life to stay in that time period. So, maybe one day your country will get out of where it's at and you guys can grow to become a little more progressive in your lives.
It'll be a great day, I'm sure.
You got to become more like America.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
You don't want freedom?
Freedom.
Remember when you had to like track your location because of COVID?
Yeah, I do.
Tyrannical leaders, I'm
Come on,
telling
man. So let's talk about something happy.
Like what we got in the dealer's room, maybe.
The Yamato Hydra.
Yeah. I want to hear about y'all's, I think you should tell everybody, what you went through to get into the dealer's room early.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
And
John's been
I
dying to
just
hear-
walked in at 4 and when there was no line and got everything I wanted. No line.
Well, good. Who wants to tell this tale? This harrowing
Elijah,
tale?
Tell us about your sleep schedule.
It all started Thursday night.
It all started Thursday night.
No, it started Monday.
We were all running around trying to figure out what we were going to do that night. And while everybody else went to sleep, I decided to stay awake.
That's true.
I
That much is true.
continued to stay in the lobby and talk to many, many people for hours and hours until 3 in the morning. And at 3,
I met 4 baby turtles. I named them after the Renaissance painter.
and this man, Hiroko Saki, killed my master Roshi. So, what happened after Master Roshi died?
He finally went to sleep, right?
I went to bed at
Yeah.
3:05 and had
Yeah,
to wake
after
up
we
at
had all
4.
planned to wake up at 4.
Yeah.
Um,
I got 50 minutes of sleep. Then we went down and sat in line at 4 in the morning. The doors open at 10. There was probably about 55 people ahead of us, roughly. I'd say about 55.
I
And-
don't doubt that.
I
you
mean, that
counted.
number fluctuated.
I'm getting there. I'm
Okay,
getting
sorry.
there. And you know, as we sat there, you know, eventually, you know, between us watching Omar's review of the Yamato Hydra and you know, me trying to nap, turning Chinese.
Uh-huh. All right.
Oh, okay.
I'm just being a menace now. I draw the line at Kaiju
I'll
Brooklyn.
bleep it. I'm not. Yeah. We'll talk about John Bugatti Jr., but I'm not giving fucking any of these fucking British people any more ammunition to call me fucking racist. This is my podcast. I love Japanese people in spite of them fucking the 13-year-olds. I think that's disgusting.
So
British people would probably love that, by the way. They're all fucking pedophiles.
So what happened was,
If you're British, fuck you. You deserve all the shitty media releases.
you know, Australia is just a British colony that was
Oh, we
full
hate
of,
the English. We hate the British.
Well, that's because
We
they
fucking hate the
locked
British.
you away.
Yeah.
we fucking hate them.
You were literally just like convicts. You were rapists.
The enemy of my enemy.
They tried to get rid of the rapists, and that's how we got you.
Yeah, historically it was the rapists. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just the rapists. Yeah.
It's just like what happened on Thanksgiving. They sent the rapists to the Americas, and, you know, bad things happened to the natives, and now we celebrate it.
Okay, I can't argue that. Bad things did happen to the natives of Australia.
It's like history repeats itself.
What? Don't look up the white Australia policy. Ooh.
Are you privileged?
I'm white.
Huh?
Shut the fuck up, Grattan.
So, speaking of privileged, you
That's how
know,
I feel right now.
as we
Shut the fuck up, Jackson.
as we were sitting there in the line for the dealer's room, you know, there was 55 people at 4 in the morning. And by the time it rolled around to be 9 o'clock when they let the VIPs in, all 120 of those people,
God, that pissed me off.
that was so aggravating. There was about 100 people ahead of us.
Yeah. Yeah, people were playing. I was saying it was like Wild West line rules. Like people
should've just showed
people
up,
were
John.
holding spots for like 8 other people.
Mm-hmm.
Like one person turned into like an entire friend group over the course of like 3 hours. And people were just coming and going, like, which we did too. To be fair, we
Yeah.
saved a spot for Jackson, but that, that was it. And also, he skipped like 5 people.
Yeah, and it was like you came at what, 5?
Yeah, I came at 5.
It was an hour later. There was probably about 10 other people in line. Now, like, I went because I got up early. I hadn't showered yet. I felt gross. I needed something. Like, so I went up and showered and came back down. But, like, we waited. Like, I wasn't going to do that. That wasn't in my plans. I only started doing it whenever, the teenagers in front of us kept, like, trying to rub their shoulders on me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had this group of fucking kids in front of us who were, like, slowly encroaching, like Israel style, like encroaching on our space.
And we had to keep, like, they would be like, excuse me. And, like, they kept trying to push us back. And at one point, I think we all just kind of stopped listening and just kind of sat there.
And it was also the fucking guy. The worst part of the line for me.
No, that's literally what I was going to say, was the fucking guy the fucking announcer.
The Gochi Franklin?
Yeah.
Givantis Room or whatever. Was that him?
Goji Franklin, or are we talking Dave Nunes?
Both, but I was more annoyed with Goji Franklin.
Goji Franklin was the dude that was like, "What was Varen made out of, guys? Are you excited to go into the dealer's room?
Let me make sure.
Who's going to spend the most money?
Who's ready to spend money?
Now, David, correct me if I'm wrong,
wanted to leave more.
did David say you guys need to get a life?
Something to that effect, basically. He was like, "Why are you here? Get breakfast."
David is the older gentleman, a little overweight. I'm not trying to be mean. That's just being honest.
We're talking about the same guy, Givanti Franklin.
I don't know.
I know him by his fucking Instagram.
I know he
This
follows
guy.
me.
Yeah, that's Goji Franklin.
His username is Givantis Room. That's how I know him.
Givantis Room, yeah.
It's Givant.
Givantis? Oh, I don't know. He needs
Anyway,
to pull up his pants.
pull your damn pants up. Yeah, that's what bothered me the most. Not him fucking screaming at me at fucking 5 o'clock in the morning. Say, who's gonna spend the most money here? Yeah, that's when Jackson's "kill yourself" comment was the most appropriate.
Yeah,
where it really is like, yeah, kill yourself. Like, why are we acting like this? It's like not even the facade of like who's ready to get a good deal. Like it's just straight up like who's the biggest fucking asshole in here.
And then we had the fucking like the Instagrammers and the TikTokers like being really fucking loud and obnoxious in the line from that point. Like after he fucking did that.
Remember those people that was like, send this video to somebody you want to go to G-Fest with? I was like, oh my God.
Remember the people who were counting down like wrong? They were counting down. It got down to like the last few minutes and they were counting down and they were off by like a fucking minute.
And then they tried again and then they were off by 5 seconds.
And they were late.
Yeah.
They were late. It wasn't even that they counted down too early. They were still counting down when it was 10 o'clock. And we were trying to tell them, you like pulled out your phone and you were like, guys, it's over. And they were like, 4, 3, 2. That was really when I was like, I'm too old.
Yeah.
Like, I'm too old to be here.
Was it you who brought up like band kids?
Yes.
Like that? No, that was.
They're all band kids.
Yeah.
They're all fucking still like just, screeching and like doing a fucking like annoying like girl voice to like, try to get a cheap laugh.
See, I feel like Elijah,
Are you trying to get back in the headspace of where you were in that line and lying on the floor?
Yeah.
See, I've noticed with I think both Elijah and myself that it feels like we've sort of aged out of that sort of like mentality.
I guess you wouldn't have watched Codename Kid Next Door, huh?
No.
Anyway,
I got in a fight with Joe Biden.
I forgot you're pretty old.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to, how do I want to put this? I feel like in the world of G-Fest, like the dealer's room is growing to be something that's like for the influencers or the very, very rich people.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're for real right.
Or it's the obnoxious like kids that like just want to have bragging rights.
Yeah, it's all hype. It's like, I don't know. And they were, that group of kids in front of us was talking shit. They were like, oh, imagine all the people who are going to get in here and just buy a Haya figure. Why the fuck would you buy a fucking Haya figure? And it's like,
Shut the fuck up. I came from fucking Australia where it's fucking, there's one fucking seller for that shit. Fucking kill yourself.
you can get all this shit on the fucking internet. Why is anybody going in here, you fucking idiots?
And I will say, like, to a certain extent, like, it makes sense, if you're there to get deals on like Safubi or more rare, hard to find figures that's like just impossible to find online, like it makes sense. And to me, that's always, and John, I'd love to hear what you have to say about this. That's what the dealer's room was always to me. Like as a 2015 G-Fester and going forward, I always looked at it like that.
I was going to say back in my day, because y'all have it really good, I was like a 10-year-old boy talking to a grown-ass stranger on the phone, my dealer, for the Godzilla toys. You'd have to tell him what you wanted on the phone, then they'd mail you a paper, and you'd fill out the paper, and then you had to go to the grocery store and get a money order, and get an envelope and a stamp, and you mail it, and maybe it takes like 8 weeks to get your Bandai figure from the stranger.
I had a dealer. I was 10 years old. I had to take it to the envelope to the store, man.
So, I mean, I think y'all have pretty good, but no, I'm just kidding. No, as a kid, I don't even have a nice comic book shop where I'm from where they have like collectibles everywhere. So like the first time I went to G-Fest and saw this room full of toys, it was insane. And that's why I told Jackson, like, remember what I told you last year?
Yeah, I remember that.
It's like, Jackson, this is going to be like the first time you ever went into a strip club. It's just going to be like overwhelming.
And it was that first time.
Yeah.
It
John,
genuinely
you want to
was.
take me to a strip club? I haven't been.
I don't think you need to.
Don't look over
I
there.
don't think you need to.
Don't signal that person. She has her headphones in. She doesn't want to hear the joke.
Speaking of young people, my ire towards young people at G-Fest.
13-year-olds.
This is a positive. The guy, let's see, he's I think
Was it
he got
Damien Zilla?
Yeah. He got invited as like a content creator.
From the small interaction he had with you, he was like the one who I'm like, yeah, this guy actually seems chill.
He's so nice.
Yeah.
He's so nice. Come on. But he came up to me and we were wearing the same
Son
shirt.
of Godzilla shirt.
Yeah, the Son of Godzilla shirt from Cavity Colors. And this whole weekend I'm like so fucking embarrassed to like be wearing the same thing that like anybody else is wearing here. And that was a weird situation where I was just sitting down, like very fatly, like bad posture, like just listening to Elisha's friends talk. And he comes over and he's literally fucking like shredded, like bodybuilder guy, like young guy. And he's like, hey man, he was like, that's such a cool shirt. I haven't seen anybody else with that shirt on. And he was like so nice to me. And I was like, damn, I didn't know. I told him, I was like, you're mogging me right now. Like, you're mogging me really bad. He was like, yours looks different. Is it? And he was like, taking a look at it. And I was like, no, like, this is what it just looks like on a fat person. Like, yours looks right because that's what it looks like on a model. And this is what a fat guy, I'm like, that's what it's supposed to look like. I thought I'd look like you wearing this shirt. But he was really nice. And I was just trying to spread some positivity. That was a very positive experience I had, and he was really nice. And what was that, Wednesday night?
Thursday.
Was that Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now back to the negative.
Of course.
The audience clapping.
Audience.
What you started. The monster that you created.
I had a fucking Oppenheimer moment. I saw the missiles. I saw the warheads being deployed while we were at Ebra this year. And I don't know, maybe that episode got very popular or something. But the secret's out. The secret to the sauce is out.
Yeah. Clapping
at bullshit is in.
Yeah. But once everybody's on the bandwagon, it's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When everybody's super,
Yeah.
nobody's super.
Yeah.
Whose microphone is going crazy? Is it you, Elijah? I have a feeling it's you. Is it you?
I can hear it. I don't know who it is.
There's three.
Hey, wait a minute.
This one.
Uh-oh. It might be me.
This is mine.
Testing. Hello?
It's gone. It's gone.
Okay.
Okay.
Huh.
So people were just clapping at random bullshit.
They clapped at the bush when they get behind the bush and like the bush moves in Ebra. They clap.
They clapped when they threw the
fucking
bird. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's really
Giant
bad is
condor.
I was thinking about doing that because I was trying to think of like what's the dumbest, most random, because that's not Destroya was a perfect movie to do that to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it cuts to so many things that are like I guess not like central or like I think that's mine. That like chattery sound. But you know, like the picture of the whales and the simulation of Godzilla melting down and Junior dying. There's lots of moments that are like really like not supposed to mean anything to an audience. So clapping was really funny, and so I was trying to get on that wavelength, and like I was like, maybe the bird, like, and like what was there's like, I think there was like just a shot of a balloon I thought about clapping at. Like it just cuts to like a shot of a balloon in the sky. I thought about clapping at that. But no, when they clapped for the birds, I was like, and I think John leaned over and said like, it's over, dude.
Yeah.
It's Jover.
Yeah. Well, my idea was to clap at the first time they zoom in on the name, the Yawlin, the yacht, because it's really obscure and only like super nerdy like Godzilla fans would get like, yeah, it's the Yawlin, and like we didn't do that, but.
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed those kids didn't think of that. So they're not really on the ball. If they're really on the ball, that's what they would.
Yeah, well,
clap
yeah,
at.
it's just a shittier impression of our funny joke from last year.
Yeah.
I told John, like, I guess I'm gonna have to start booing at stuff. Like, I don't know what the next evolution.
You did.
Yeah.
Well, I
The
booted.
fucking AI intro.
I booted AI.
And they
Yeah.
took it down.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. That
That's
was
what we hear.
lots of slop this year.
Yeah.
And it's all been the non-G-Fest side of G-Fest.
Has it?
You're such an apologist, Elijah,
Well, no,
for G-Fest.
to be fair, no, literally it's been the Hyatt, it's been
Yeah, I know what you
Pickwick,
mean.
it's been Perks,
Yeah, the Starbucks downstairs.
it's all, like, none of that's G-Fest proper. And I think it's hilarious that people are blaming G-Fest for that when...
Although you were doubtful of that shirt.
Yeah, no, the official G-Fest shirt, like, it looks a little funky.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but would it have been G-Fest that provided that?
No.
Would it not have been though?
No.
Because it's like
G-Fest
it-
has nothing to do with the Pickwick, to my understanding. In terms of, like they coordinate to, like, set it up, but the Pickwick is the one that licenses the movies, that has, like, whatever's played in front of it. Like, they're
Oh.
JD or G-Fest, like, they just say, hey, we're going to do it this weekend. I don't think that... I think that's literally it.
Huh.
I could be wrong, but
Interesting.
to my understanding, like, the Pickwick handles everything. G-Fest just sponsors, or like it's a co-sponsor, something like that.
Do you think G-Fest at least suggests like this movie's anniversary is this year?
I
if
think
nothing else?
so.
Yeah.
That would make sense. And then, of course, it comes down to, like, what contact information do they have and what's available to license. It used to be G-Fest would coordinate with companies because you would have the North American premiere of films. They did that for, like, Gamera the Brave, I think, had a G-Fest premiere in the US. I know Ultraman the Next did. But that's all gone now. They haven't done like that in a long time. That's what the film festival does now. So it's a really weird, like, they have the film festival and that kind of replaced what the Pickwick is, but the Pickwick still does stuff and G-Fest still that is probably one of the most like weirdest, like, technical, like, why does this exist the way it does. I think G-Fest still operates under.
Well, the important thing is that they took it down, but there was AI
G-Fan
clip, of like Bob Eggleton art. They just like made it turn, and it was just
why?
Yeah, it's so strange, and it's weird that they didn't. I figured if they would try to do something like that, it would be to like replace those like old fucking pictures that they show.
They still had them.
But they still had it. It was just like in addition to that.
They still had them. They still had like the Godzilla over the Pickwick video as well.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I don't get it. It's just you don't need it.
No, literally.
Like in addition to it, just
like they already
sucking.
They already like in that G-Fest picture, they already mentioned, it's G-Fest. That's what this is for.
But yeah, I booed the fuck out of that the second time it shit. The first time caught me off guard completely.
It caught everyone off guard, I think.
And I just, there's like this moment where I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Because it was like, people did boo during the first one, but it was like, everyone was so confused. It like wasn't an organized boo or anything like that. It was just like a scattered, like, what the fuck?
The second time, I guess, I don't know at what point they got rid of it. I guess sometime before GMK.
Yeah, I guess.
But, no. Stupid slop. I guess the Starbucks menu, you know, I'll give them that. That's a good use of AI, I think. The Starbucks menu. Elijah, are you okay?
I'm living life.
What do you want to talk about? Oh, the Pickwick, we sat next to Billy DeBose. Can we talk about that?
I wasn't there. I know
you
nothing.
weren't there. Yeah, that's
you
right.
pussied out.
I wasn't going to waste money on Gamera.
Fucking loser.
Hey, at least
It was Ebra. We sat next to him on Ebra.
I've seen Ibra. I've seen Ibra before.
Well, have you seen the dub?
Yeah, have you seen it interlaced?
I saw it better than you guys did. Have you seen my ass? Probably about the same quality.
God forbid Elijah spend quality time with friends that he hasn't seen in person in about a fucking year.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to play...
That's what got G-Fest off to a bad start.
Yeah. I'm going to try to play this
It's all
audio
his fucking fault.
of Billy DeBose. So he was sitting next to me. He was sitting next to me, and I only know him because I met it. Well, you guys interviewed, or was it just one of you? Or?
It was just Elijah.
Yeah, Elijah interviewed him on your podcast.
And we had like a 2-second interaction with him last G-Fest, I think.
I had to talk to him because he was with Big Jack, and I needed to speak with Big Jack. And so I had to be like, hello, oh, I recognize you. You made that fan film.
I introduced you to, I think. Did I?
No, you weren't there.
Oh.
I remember...
well, he took like a photo for us at one point.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, of like the Ultraman statue.
Oh, yeah, Hiroko Sakurai. Yeah.
Oh, that must have been the second time I saw him.
Yeah.
Because the first time I saw him, I went up to Big Jack, and he was talking to 2 other people, and one of them was Billy DeBose. And I felt awkward because I wasn't saying anything. And I was like, hi, I recognize you. I'm friends with Elijah. You did his podcast recently. And he was like, oh, yeah, okay. And anyway, so this year, that's just how I know who he was. So he like showed up at the last minute during Ebra, and he sat next to me, and he was eating his popcorn and breathing like Tony Soprano. And he was like,
Kind of sounds like Jackson a little bit.
Like who?
Jackson.
Right, and I can't lie, there was one... was it... What the fuck was it? What... Was it Gladio? It was Gladio where I was like, Grattan.
How
That's what
many
you sounded
empty
like.
cans of the
That's what I
FYE
sounded like.
Yeah, during Gladio. It sounded like you had like a rough nose or something like that.
Oh, I did, and it was like I was trying not to be rude, but it was like I guess my allergies were like really bad, and one of my nostrils wouldn't stop running. So I was like, at one point, I was just like leaning back and holding my breath. Yeah, that was part of the reason I was trying to get away from like Avery, is because like I needed to like blow my nose, and he was like he kept talking, and I wanted to be talking to him, but I don't want to be talking to him like while I'm like I look like a kid.
I
like
needed
a
to
little
urinate.
kid. Yeah,
Yeah.
I felt bad.
How many cans of FYE Godzilla drinks are on the floor?
I don't think either of those are mine.
Yeah, those were mine.
Okay.
Before we get too far off the Pickwick, you did make a very amusing comment, Grattan, that before you knew that Big Jack wasn't coming, you said that if you were going to try and capture Big Jack, you would set up your tower outside the screening of King Kong 76.
Yeah, I said now if I was hunting big jacks, I also I was proud of this. Big Jack announced he wasn't coming like after we had gotten here, but for a while I was like, come on, please tell me he's gonna be here. And at one point I said like, shit, I'll even settle for Little Jack.
Would you have invited him to be on this show?
I did. I wanted to do a rogues gallery type of like I wanted like everybody to make an appearance. I wanted to make like a nice like produced video of me offering Brian Churchill and Nathan Marchand each $15 to appear on this podcast just momentarily to make peace with one another.
And I suggested like the therapy hand puppets.
Yes.
And as far as we know, Brian died.
He could be dead, I guess. I mean, there's also a good chance he just saw us last year and he was like, fuck G-Fest. Fuck G-Fest. They made fun of me, and Nathan was circling me like a shark at Starbucks, and they talked shit on their podcast. They said I had a cane like a blind person. Fuck G-Fest, dude. Which would be the most reasonable thing he's ever done. So I wanted to do that, and then I also wanted to offer everybody $15, I guess, to be on the show. Like get Omniviewer to make an appearance, get Big Jack to make an appearance. But I wasn't organized, and I was also having to finish my puppet.
I feel like that would end up being a lot like one of those like AI videos of like, hey, Gemini, count to 50 with me, and then have another phone that's like, okay, counting to 50 with you. I'll start 1, and then they both like keep saying 1 instead of like counting.
Oh, Nathan and Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like Omni and Big Jack.
I mean, they could be the same person. We've never seen them at the same place in the same time.
It would have been your own Godzilla YouTubers panel.
It would have.
It could have been a podcasters panel.
I'm putting together a team.
No, I've been thinking, like, I thought of something really positive. Aside from our headaches, the first night here was pretty cool. And, like,
Yes.
do you want to talk about the special guest who was in your room? Is that okay?
I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That was cool. That was a very promising start to G-Fest. That's probably why, that raised the bar pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys feel. Today's been my least favorite day of G-Fest by far.
I think the
This year.
exhaustion set in.
Yeah.
I don't know if I feel exhausted, though.
I think
I was
yeah.
definitely feeling exhausted.
I think we've
earlier.
just all had a feeling of I can't enjoy this because I need to be somewhere else. And I need to
Kind
do
of,
this.
yeah.
And like I can't be present here. I gotta go.
Yeah, I didn't do anything this
Yeah.
morning. I spent my entire morning making that slideshow for my panel.
See, I don't know. I feel like I weirdly enjoy. Like, I don't know. I don't fucking
You
know.
can admit it. Like, you're a workaholic. You like
a little
being
bit,
busy.
a little bit, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
there's no shame in that.
Yeah.
It is nice to have stuff going on.
Mm.
the biggest issue with G-Fest, in my opinion, is if you don't have any panels, if you don't have any like films being shown, if you don't have like anything like you have to go do, it's a lot of just hanging out and waiting for people who are busy to not be busy to chat.
True,
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, I'm, 5 hours of just kind of wandering this hotel. And it's like, I don't want to leave because what if somebody I know shows up that I want to talk to?
Yeah.
But G-Fest does a good job. This is another positive thing, and then we can get back to Yoshikazu Ishu, because I don't want to forget about that. I don't want that to get lost. But in the brief amount of free time that I had today, I like went and helped them set up the what's his name, Moritsugu?
Koji Moritsuku?
Yeah, that panel. And then I'm not into Ultra 7, so I dipped. And walked around for a little bit, and I tried to find you, but you were busy with somebody who likes your books more than me, I guess.
Yeah.
And
Did he have you sign 2 books live on air?
No, no, that is pretty cool. But I'm going to bring that up to Nathan and be like, Nathan, can we do a podcast that's just me signing all of your books? No, I'm just kidding.
but I was able to like I had this like moment of realization where I was like, oh, I don't have my schedule on me. I don't have the G-Fest leaflet they gave out, so I don't know what's going on, and I just had to like walk around and like look, and like I was popping into panels and stuff, and I eventually found that cosplaying one, which I'm not like a cosplay person, but I built that puppet, and so I'm sort of kind of interested in hearing somebody with more experience talk about that stuff.
Was it Muling T?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're glad she was a guest?
Don't make me say that.
Did you enjoy her presence?
She seems very nice. She was nice last year. I liked her last year.
She was very nice last year.
I was there when she was trying on the unfinished 98 costume while what's his name, Kurt Carley.
Yeah.
Right in front of him, and I was there, and I was like, "How long did that take you? How much money did that cost?" And she was like very nice about that. And then this year, just hearing her do that, she seems really nice. And full disclosure, I was pissed when they announced her as the first guest, because it's like, I already know she's gonna fucking be there. She's the person who wears a fucking costume there every year. What do you mean? And Shinichi Wakasa was here last year, and I think that set the bar too high for me. I was waiting for them to announce a Godzilla actor all year, and the closest we got was that guy who I thought was a fucking AI voice in the fucking -0 trailer.
West
Wing, named after the famous show. But and no disrespect to him, but it's just a little frustrating. Like the guest lineup was kind of disappointing, and they started off with like one of the weaker guests. But she's cool, and I liked that. And my point was, G-Fest does a good job of having stuff going on the whole time, and especially now, like I've heard some people like being kind of doubtful about the film festival like running all night, but I like that. Yeah, I like that, because when I went to Godzilla Fest in San Francisco, that was the problem. Is like at any given time there were maybe 2 things going on, and it was like, it was like a history of Godzilla panel, and then it was like some guy who fucking draws or something, and it's like, if you don't want to do that, then you're shit out of luck. Yeah. And here there's like always something you can like accidentally find, I feel like. Even if it's just somebody walking around, it's like, oh, I know you do something cool. That's been the holdover from last year, because I still felt that last year. I think I had a little more freedom to explore that kind of stuff last year, but it's still like that, and I feel like that's probably an experience unique to this convention, if I had to guess.
I mean, I think what also makes G-Fest a bit more, for me at least, more interesting of a con experience. I haven't been to any of the other like Godzilla themed conventions, so I don't really know what they would be like. but compared to like the other conventions I've been on, because this is sort of a Godzilla convention, obviously, and because it's also something where it's like we're all constantly like moving, we're all like at least involved in something. Like, especially like us three, we have just been like these past few days been just fucking running around the fucking panel rooms and whatnot, carrying camera gear and whatnot, and I enjoy that a lot. And it's like I've always, but it has been like stressful at points. It has been really stressful. I know you, Elijah, you were shaking like a motherfucker, like right before Moritsugu. Yeah, you're still fucking shaking.
I've been shaking all day.
We were both like had like this feeling in our hearts during like the Marase documentary.
I will admit, Amanda had me mic her up for the Moritsugu, and she actually had to take over. I felt uncomfortable. I don't like touching people, just in general, like especially like miking somebody up. Like,
no, that I find is like the hardest thing.
It's
for me
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And on top of that, like I'm pretty sure I'm overdosed on caffeine.
Yeah.
So like I've been shaking because of that. I was shaking because I was uncomfortable, and I was shaking because I was interviewing the headlining guest.
Yeah.
But it didn't help that like Superia rep was literally watching my every move. And like I literally like I got it onto her lanyard, and like I literally like my hands just like stopped working.
Yeah.
Like it was bad. Yeah. I don't remember where we were going with that.
We can go back to Yoshikazu if you want.
That was the cool thing. Yeah. And your documentary was really cool that you premiered, because I hadn't seen it yet, and it was wonderful.
Thank you.
I want to dedicate part of this podcast to discussing that, because that is like a huge accomplishment you guys completed between last year and this year, and also you got to witness the premiere, and a lot of positive
I think
interactions.
It was just crazy the fact that it got screened in general. Like it was just like this like small thing that like kept fucking ballooning to a level that like I've not seen before. Like I've seen some of my stuff. Like I've seen my name on the credits before at like a movie theater and whatnot, but like it's never been in such like something I've been so like close to and involved with. Like at most it's a production that I've been like actively involved with for like maybe like a handful of days, you know what I mean? Like it's usually just like a short film or something like that. Or like the biggest projects are like either like a live broadcast that was like a couple day things where I was just like operating one of the cameras, or like I'm an extra in like a film like that. Those are like the biggest, I would say, things I've done, really. So seeing something where I was involved so heavily on the big screen was fucking crazy. And Elijah, I can only imagine what that felt like for you as the fucking director.
Yeah. Do we want to get into it?
Why not?
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird because it, like you said, it keeps ballooning. Whenever it was decided to become a feature-length project, it wasn't supposed to get shown at G-Fest. I actually hadn't. I was solely focused on getting it the Blu-ray release, which I think is good enough. But courtesy of Avery and Nicholas Cloutier, who was on the doc, he worked on it. Between both of them, the doc had a life outside the Blu-ray, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Avery got it into the actual film festival, and then we had a special screening for Dojo. And it's been really weird because Dojo hosted Keizo Murase. That's where 2 of our interviews came from.
Yeah.
And Nicholas interviewed Murase for a Haruo Nakajima documentary that he never got to finish. And the fact he was kind enough to supply all of that was really...
That's where that was...
yes.
Okay.
That was really, really nice. So, and I'm going to be honest, back in 2015, my first G-Fest, I spent 90% of that G-Fest in Dojo Studios because that was when they had the full miniature set. They had their costumed actors. They had the whole shebang. I actually just got a message from Nicholas Driscoll about how the premiere was. So yeah, it's been really weird. I spent almost all of my time. So here's my when I think of G-Fest 2015, my number one story was I got to be on that set. And I was just sitting there, I was just watching them. Misaki Tezuka walked in. He was the guest that year.
Yeah.
Director of Megaguirus and the Kiryu saga for anybody who doesn't know. And they asked, "Hey, will you stand in front of this green screen and say, 'No, don't, why me?'" And he said, "No, I don't want to do that." And they were like, "Well, would you like to say ready, set, action for a take?" And he said, yeah. And everybody got quiet. And everybody was waiting for him to say action. And I was there for him to say ready, set, action. And, they shot the scene and he said cut. And, that's like, I say that's my most vivid memory. It's not like the craziest thing on the planet, but it was Dojo Studios. That's where I spent most of my time. I was 11 years old. I didn't care about panels. And I didn't have money, so I wasn't going in the dealer's room like it was Dojo. Dojo was like the coolest thing at G-Fest. And at that point, G-Fest was primarily just a single hallway. You could go in the basement and you could go to like Artist Alley, but that was it. Like it wasn't. There was a third panel room down there. That was it. So 11 years later, getting to have something shown at Dojo is really cool. It's really cool to be able to say like, yeah, I went from being this 11-year-old kid sitting in the area where you're supposed to sit watching them film to having something being shown that was really surreal. And then after the screening, Paul Gavins, who he runs Dojo, was like, "That's a bonus feature? Like that's a bonus feature on the Blu-ray?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "That was a movie." And I said, "Yep, you're right." And he said, he was like, "That's insane. That's really cool. Like, you did that?" And I said, "Yeah." And he was like, "It's so cool that you let us do this." And he was like, "You're welcome anytime here in Dojo." And I was like, "Well, I got a funny story to tell you about Dojo and myself." And I gave him the whole rundown. And I think he was the director of the film they were shooting. It's like Usagi or something. It's a weird title. I don't have the Dojo films memorized, but I got to share that story with him of like, that was my first G-Fest was in Dojo. And that was really cool. And I wouldn't mind getting to know the Dojo guys a little bit more. They do a lot of stuff that I think is really, really cool. Not so much the cosplay stuff. I'm not into that. I understand why people are, but yeah, it was really surreal.
I can tell it was surreal because like when Grattan like pushed on talking about the Murase doc, it's like you went into your shell there.
What?
Like
I think
when
he's talking about on this podcast.
yeah,
Oh.
like you like almost like crawled into a ball almost.
It's I'm not comfortable saying like my movie's being shown.
Mm.
That feels weird. That doesn't feel right.
Mhm.
And it's showing again tomorrow, and now I'm doing a Q&A tomorrow. Like that
Yeah.
wasn't planned.
Mhm.
I found out here that, oh yeah, you're doing a Q&A. It's like, what?
It was really cool being there for the first showing.
Yeah.
Being I was close to the production, would you say?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't sometimes I even forget that I did anything with it. Like I always wanted to be a part of it, but like making that music is like so just compared to what you guys did. And so I was like sitting next to Jackson and then Elijah right behind me for the documentary, and I was like, this is so cool. And yeah, I already knew that I liked the movie. And I knew everybody was going to love it, because why wouldn't you? Like, this is like the exact intended audience. And it's a good documentary. And I was like, this is so, it was one of my most anticipated events of this G-Fest, was getting to go to that premiere with you guys and seeing it and seeing everybody. Like I've just really been looking forward to that. And like I remember I don't remember if you told me or if I asked first, but I think I asked like months and months ago during one of our phone calls, like, do you think there's any chance you could show it at G-Fest? And I don't know why that seemed like such a pie in the sky idea to me, because it's like, obviously that would get shown at, like, you know, sometimes the bar's not too high. So like, you know, surely they'd be interested. But I remember that like becoming more and more of a possibility, and I was like, that's awesome. Like I was so happy for you guys. And when we were watching the movie in there, you guys kept leaning over and like talking to each other. And I was like, I leaned in a couple of times because I was like, yeah, we worked on the movie. And then I was like, wait a minute, I didn't like, I was like, these guys made the movie. I played some songs. But like I got
But your music is I think a very important part of the movie. I think like the music sets the tone, obviously. But I think there's so many moments that just don't work without that music. So I think it's real. I think your role, like you say it was small, but I still think it's a very instrumental part.
I was I don't even if it was just the credits, which I think you redid the credits that I made. But even if it was just something small and insignificant like that, I'd love to be just a part of it, because I knew it was like, you know, from inception, I knew if Elijah was making it and that it was finished, then it was going to be good. So that was just really cool to see. And then we did that Q&A, which I think did pretty well. I wish more people had stayed around for it.
Yeah, but like with how long the thing is, and the fact that like not everyone's gonna want to stay for the credits and whatnot, it's like it was about what I expected from it. So yeah.
And then there was that guy in the back of the room that was sobbing. Do you guys remember that?
Wait, what?
You guys don't remember that?
Wait, I didn't see that.
There was a guy while we were doing the Q&A bawling his eyes out in the back of the room, and I have no idea what. There were like people coming over and like giving him water and like patting him on the back. He was like, ah! It was like a grown man, like normal looking guy having a full-blown meltdown about something, like way in the back, like almost to where like they have the set for whatever they're shooting this year. And I noticed because like Danny, God love him, was going on and on and on about fucking whatever. And as that was happening, I was watching, is his name Nick? He was like getting visibly like uncomfortable because I think they had to start whatever the next thing was. And Danny just kept going. And then in the back of the room, there was this guy sobbing, and I was just like, what? Like I was having this like moment where I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, Danny. I was like, they're playing us off, dude. We gotta go. We gotta get out of here. And
I was waiting for someone to be like, wrap it up.
I would be lying if I didn't say like I was standing there. I realized I was like doing the worst thing possible when you're standing on a stage. And we weren't on a stage. I chose not to get up on stage. But I eventually realized like, oh, I'm swaying, and like my hands are in my pockets. I need to have them to my side, and I need to have my feet far enough apart where I can't sway. But I was like checking the time to ensure that like we didn't go over.
Yeah.
And it was getting a little stressful. I was like, oh my God, please, can we? I did not want to go over, and I want to say it had to do with AI. And like, yes, I totally agree. Like,
Did Danny say something about AI?
Yeah, I think that's what his final statement
I said
was.
something about AI, but I tried to keep mine really brief.
And I was like, oh God, I want to be the last one to say something because I want to play us off.
Yeah.
I don't think that was too incredibly like terrible of an idea, was for me to like say the final things and move on. But that was a little stressful.
Yeah, I was trying to get the mic back to you, and Danny took it and just went back to talking. God love him.
Another thing, like we were talking about the film festival showing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that fell into my lap. I got a message. I said, from Avery, and it was, we've selected your Keizumurase doc for the film festival. No idea. Didn't ask, didn't submit, nothing.
Yeah.
Just happened. And then I got a message from Nicholas, and it was, can we show the doc at G-Fest? And I was on the phone with somebody, and I said, I stopped whatever we were talking about, and I said, I just got a message that says, do you want to show your doc at G-Fest? And this was even before Avery had messaged me. And I said, yes. Like, I didn't think about it. I was just like, yes. Like, no questions about it. It's weird that it's getting shown twice. 2 different venues. Same convention. Both times it was invited.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was what has really shocked me, is the fact that it was invited. I never thought that would happen. I thought I'd have to press for it, and that didn't happen. I know Kyle Yount liked what he saw. Kevin Derendorf gave me some compliments. Ron has said nothing but nice things about it. Whenever we were at dinner, Ron brought it up, and he was like, in the time frame that you did that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first time Ron addressed the timeline. And he was like, it was worth the wait. The fact you did that in that time frame is insane with how good it is. And I'm not saying that to make myself feel better here. I'm just, it's weird. It's weird that that's happening.
On that time frame note, I like watching the documentary. It is an interesting experience because, like, as the editor, it's like I watch it and I'm like questioning, why did I make basically every single decision I made?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, even knowing the time constraints that there were, it's like I still question every single decision I made. But a moment that changed my perspective on it a little bit and made me feel a little more confident prior to the screening was when a lot of the third-year documentaries from some of my classes were shown. And not to even, this isn't even throwing shade to them, but it was like there were just certain like technical issues with them in like the sound and whatnot, and I'm like, you guys had like more time to edit this, like these 10-minute documentaries, than I had for this 100-minute project, and so it's like, it's not even that they necessarily put in a bad effort by any means, but it's like, I'm like, okay, maybe I didn't do the worst job ever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's also been weird because I've had a lot of people ask. I've had a ton of people ask me, "Hey, when's it showing? Hey, how'd it go? Hey,
Mhm.
what? Give me more info." The first thing that Yoshikazu, because he asked if we could hang out, Thursday, and one of the first things was he said, "When's it showing? If I can get away from signatures, I want to be there for when it shows." And you know, he was given the times. He said, "I'm gonna try," and it kind of looks like now on Sunday he's gonna be there, which is really crazy to think that Yoshikazu's gonna see my movie
Mhm.
after going to see his movies like all 3 times at the world premiere.
It's been really cool to see him. I'm sorry.
Oh, I just made kind of an innocent, naive comment to Groton because I missed like a couple of scenes because I would step out and come back in, and I said to Groton, "Well, I'll just watch it when it comes out on Blu-ray." But I didn't mean the brush of God. I actually just like took it for granted and assumed because it's so substantial and so big that it would just have its own release. You know, so like I get what like Paul what he was saying, that like, you know, I got the impression, you know, he too was kind of felt like, well, this is its own thing. It can't just be a special feature. It's bigger than that.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I don't know. I've had multiple people say in the last couple of days, like, that's not a bonus feature, which I don't know. I never thought about that. I don't know. Maybe that's part of my imposter syndrome when it comes to this whole thing. I've never considered that it could be more than that, which is weird. I mean, it's such an experience. Having a film, I don't remember. I might have said this to everybody at this point, but at this point, I think I've done just about everything you can do when it comes to G-Fest. I've done press, I've done panels, I've done fan films, I've done films, I've done dojo studios. Like, I have a film in the film festival. The only things that are left for me to do is the modeling thread.
Yeah, win first prize in the modeling room or whatever.
If the writers were like, that's enough. Like, I could do a writer's thing,
yeah.
but like, that's it.
Well, it's pretty hard to get onto.
Yeah.
You might get bumped.
They don't just let anybody on there.
I've even
It's
done
closed.
I guess I haven't done the gaming stuff.
Yeah.
So it's literally like the gaming stuff and the modeling stuff and the writer stuff. So like that very specialized, like select few people.
You've completed G-Fest.
I
You
know.
completed the main story on G-Fest, and all you have are the side
It's
missions.
so weird.
Yeah.
It's getting to a point, and I think I sound really egotistical when I say this, so I'm gonna apologize. It's getting to the point where it's almost like, why am I just spending money to come here? Like, why do I have to buy my way to G-Fest at this point?
Well, they gave you.
Yeah, you got a free
passes
fucking
here.
ticket. Shut the fuck up.
Now I do. I used to not, but at this point, it's like, do I really need to still do like 3 panels to get a free ticket? Like, I feel like I've almost worked my way to not have to do that.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, if you're coming here, you should do it because you want to do it anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, and
You shouldn't be, a hypothetical person. You shouldn't be doing a high volume of panels to try to impress people or to try to get one over on your friends.
or have notoriety.
Yeah, for clout or something
Yeah.
like that. You should be doing it because paneling is fun to you, or you feel like you have something of value to speak on.
And I'm not gonna lie, I do regret the amount that I'm doing this year. I do. It's exhausting. I've told.
You say that every year.
I know. Well, I've already decided, like, next year I'm doing 3 to 4 panels, and that's it. I'm not doing the 12 hours of programming ever again.
I signed up for 2, and I'm regretting that. Although apparently mine went well, I guess.
It did. It went very
you had
well.
Big attendance.
Yeah.
Standing room only.
Thank God you were there, Elijah.
Why?
Just because I have this way of speaking where I'm like, I literally like, I turn off after a minute, and you have the gift of being able to pick it up like exactly when I need you to. So that was super helpful. Like, I would say all I had to say, and then whatever, I'd lose my train of thought, or I'd like, just exhaust, the well of whatever I was saying. And you were able to do that. And I was like, thank God. There was a moment there where I like completely ran out of things to say, and you started talking, and I was like, I'm so happy I picked Elijah. Because I know there's a good number of people you could do panels with where like they just shut down the whole time, or they don't know what to say either.
Well, I wanted to, because it's your first panel, and I wanted you to have as much of a spotlight as possible, because I'm just going to be honest, you knew more than I did. I was honored to be on the panel, and I did my research so that I could talk, and I knew what I needed to know to help guide the narrative for the panel. But yeah, I wanted you to be able to have the opportunity to say everything you wanted to say, and be able to get out all that information, and just kind of help bridge the gaps between those moments. 'Cause you do, I've picked up, we've talked enough in the last 4 years that I kind of have picked up on, like, okay, so when he gets on whatever he wants to talk about, he's going to say it, and then he's going to
Stop talking.
He's going to feel awkward at the beginning of things, so he's going to be very dry and sarcastic, and then he's going to talk, and then he's going to stop. So, being able to match that, I think, was very important. That's something that you and Matt have done wonders on the podcast. You both know how to talk to each other. You both start off very dry, Normally when I do panels, I try to be very lively, and at the beginning especially, to like bring everybody in, get them invested. But that's not how you operate. And I didn't want it to be...
I was a little sarcastic.
Yes, you were sarcastic, absolutely. And I didn't want it to be, oh, that's the dry guy and that's the bubbly guy. I'm wearing enough colors that I think I don't need to...
Well, I got him excited.
You did.
I got him cheering and stuff, because I knew it was going to be as like, that's one of those things that like I'm thinking about at like 8 p.m. at my house when I'm like, I put my daughter to bed and I'm like getting my clothes ready for the next day. I'm like, I could talk about fucking giant monster movies and how film changed those fucking movies. And then like, I'm bringing my stuff up the elevator, and I'm like, by the time G-Fest arrives and it's like actually happening, and I know it's going to be this weekend, and I'm like, that is the most boring fucking topic I could have ever picked. And I was like, I can't believe I'm doing this. And when all those people showed up, I was like, who the fuck are they here to see? Like, this isn't a panel. It felt like I was giving a lecture on like fucking commas or something. And I was like, so I that's why I was like, who's excited to talk about film? Because I was like, I was trying to let everybody like know, like, I know I could have picked a more exciting topic. And I think I was like, okay, everybody's favorite slide, lighting. Because I know I've sat through enough lectures and bad professors where it's just like, it's stuff that should be interesting, but they just don't give a fuck or whatever. Or like, maybe they do give a fuck, but like they just have one way of talking, and they have no perspective on like how boring it can be if
and
you don't
just
present it.
on for 3 fucking hours.
Well, I mean, you got to look at it from this way. What we did...
Sorry about your microphone.
What
You want to switch for a while?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
What we did is kind of honestly, I think a great intro to how to shoot a kaiju movie. That's what we did.
Really?
We talked about how, like, what do you need to do to make it look big and lumbering. We talked about the lighting that comes with that. We talked about, ISO. We talked about, should you shoot it on film? Should you shoot it on digital? All of that stuff is first step in pre-production of a movie when it comes to, like, actually shooting it. I guarantee you most of those people either want to be a filmmaker, are filmmakers and want to get tips and tricks, or just are very invested in the world of film. And that's what they were there for. And that's why that panel, I had more people come up to me after that panel to talk about, the topic than anything else, Daimajin. I did have somebody in that panel come up and talk to me about Daimajin and lost films, which I think I just stopped talking to that person. How did that conversation end? I don't remember that conversation ending.
Yeah, that was after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know if that conversation had a proper ending or if somebody just walked away.
I think they said, like, thank you or whatever, and
I didn't even
walked away.
Touch the surface.
But yeah, I felt, and that's another place where I was like, thank God I have Elijah. I had to call you over for that because they were like, are there any like lost kaiju films? And I was like, you mean like on film? And he was like, yeah. I was like, and in my head I was like, yeah, there's like 1 million of them. And then I started naming them off, and I was like, uh-oh, I can't name 3. Like, I know. And I was like, Elijah, I need you. Because I was giving like the most basic ones. And I have this thing where I'm like, it's like the more you know that you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I felt about everything I was doing research for in that panel. And like, there was like an older guy, like probably in his 50s in the audience. And I would say certain things about like whatever degradation or like projection. And he would like nod along, like, enthusiastically, like he knew what I was talking about. And I kept looking at him, and I was like, fuck, this guy knows more than me. And I'm making myself look like an ass in front of this guy. Like, I asked like how many people have seen a movie projected on film, and like a bunch of people raised their hand, and I was like, okay, then why the fuck, like, I feel like you know everything that I know at that point. Like this, like, I don't know. But thank you for doing that panel with me.
It was a lot of fun. It was a nice change, to be honest. I think I said this to you earlier. It was so nice to not be doing a movie panel.
Yeah.
Like, because today I started my day off with Ultraman, which was an exhausting panel. I think I'm paneled out, which has me worried because tomorrow I have to actually be bubbly.
Yeah.
I have to do the welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to, I got to do that.
Well, I didn't want to do a panel. Like, when I was thinking of panel ideas, I was like trying to go out of my way of thinking like, I need to do something. I think that was my shoe squeaking. I need to do something that somebody else isn't already going to be doing. And like, I knew everybody was going to have like the anniversary panels covered. And like, also like, I've reviewed like every giant monster movie that most people would care about by now. And I hate repeating myself. So like, that's a tall order to like even talk. Like, if I had to talk about Rodan again for an hour, it's like, what the fuck would I say? So I was trying to think of something that would be, I guess, off the beaten path. And like, I remember last year I came to G-Fest and I looked at some of the panels, and it was like, I feel like the same thing I see over and over, like history of Godzilla and like just all this stuff where most people know the highlights already.
And a lot of the conversational panels are being repeated. Like, I think there's 2, like, is it a Kaiju panel this year's? panels this year. Oh boy. It's nice to have those variations and not just anniversary panels and not just, retrospective panels. Something that I was a little disappointed with is one of my panels. I wanted it to be this very exhaustive, history of this franchise that we were covering, and I had sent the notes out for the panelists months, at least a month and a half early. And come time for the panel, one of the panelists just wanted to rank the movies and talk about why they like one movie over another.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, dude, I honestly don't care.
Right.
I full disclosure, it was a couple movies. There was more than one, and I didn't watch a single one. I don't know which ones I really and honestly prefer. I told you, I said what I remember thinking, but that could be completely different. And for a bulk of that panel, I felt like it was me just drowning on about the background and the legacy of this IP, and it did kind of drive me nuts. I was so over it. I wanted to be done. I don't know. I feel like, and I think a lot of it comes down to how exhausted I am. I think I've definitely gotten to a point where it's okay, I'm done talking. I don't want to talk anymore. I want to get off the stage. Especially because then you have to deal with everybody off the stage, and it's really cool. I love having people come up and talking to me about my panel, and asking questions and sharing their insights. I think that's amazing. But I'm pretty sure my social battery wasn't charged before I got here, and it's I'm going through the motions with some of it.
Yeah, that's been a huge thing this year, is just seeing how tired you are this year.
Well, I mean, it's
is a big
socially,
change.
you and I don't we don't get a break from each other because we see each other literally every day since I've gotten here. And then it's we arrived at the hotel early and whatnot. So,
And this year's been a lot harder for me to find energy. So for me, it's just been, I'm definitely fighting a lot of the
Sleep paralysis demons.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was saying the other day that we needed you to be so tired by the time we did this podcast that you were seeing the Hat Man.
I mean, I'm close,
Is he coming? Is he closing in? Nathan Marchand might be the Hat Man. Him or the Omniviewers. They're both good candidates. It might be a Scooby-Doo thing. Do you want to talk a little bit about Yoshikazu Ishii coming up on Thursday?
Yeah, I mean, John, you were kind of setting us up for that, so I feel like...
I think an hour ago.
yeah, something like this, right?
No, I just for something positive, something really cool that happened the first night. Yeah.
So, Elijah?
Yeah. No, that's your story. That's...
Yeah.
I guess.
Your moment, your story. Well, it started with Grotten's puppet.
Mm-hmm.
And I assume your listeners already know about your puppet.
Probably not. No.
So they
I
don't
guess.
know what the fuck we've been talking about with the spray. They have no idea.
Okay, so anyway, when I reviewed Godzilla 1954, I talked a lot of shit about the puppet that they used, the puppet prop that they used, for the very first shot of Godzilla is one of them, where he comes over the mountain, and then a lot of subsequent shots, close-up shots in the movie. And over the years, my mind has sort of changed about that, and I've always loved puppets, and are you trying to hand it to me? What are you doing? You're playing with them? But I thought maybe I should put my money where my mouth is and try to try to make something, I guess. And I also, it's a weird thing where I feel like I could, but I don't know if I can. It's like I had the same thing a few years ago when like I outgrew my movie shelf, and I was like, I should know how to build a fucking bookshelf. And I was like, I think I could, but I don't know if I can. And so I just like forced myself to try it. And that's what I did here. I was like, you know, it's gonna suck, and like, I don't know. I feel like there were so many reasons to like back out of it that I like put it off for a while. And I deliberately didn't tell anybody I was working on it because that would put like even more pressure on me, because I thought it would be much cooler to just show up and be like, hey guys, look what I have, rather than being like, I'm working on a puppet that's supposed to look like the 1954 Godzilla puppet, because then everybody's going to have an idea in their head of what it's going to be. And like, also like, I'm 27. It's pretty embarrassing to be making a Godzilla puppet at my age. And I have a family and a child and a full-time job. It's like low-key embarrassing to be doing this.
At least you have a family and a job.
I guess. I guess.
There's probably people listening to this too.
Fuck you. But
It's okay. I'm not far behind it.
it's just it's, I don't know. I have these like existential moments where I'm like, am I too old to learn like a big skill like that? And like, should it even enter my mind to like try something like that when I have so much? I remember my wife got so mad because I was like, I bought the pillow from Walmart and like some of the stuff to make it, and she was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't want to tell you. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? And she, you know, she saw me cutting up a pillow with fabric scissors, and she's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm trying to make Godzilla. And she was like, Grattan, you don't think you already have enough shit going on? It's like, you're 27, you've got this stupid fucking podcast. You know, you're editing a movie that you shot in California, and you know, I was editing Amityville 2000, and like, you know, we had just moved across the country, and like, you know, my daughter needed a lot of attention, and whatever, I had just gotten this new job, and like, I had so much shit, and she was right. It was like, I was like, I know, and like, it felt so shitty being called out, like, but I was like, that sort of confirmed that for me, that like nobody else can know about this. I can't be called out by anybody else. But I still had this feeling like I could do it to some level, and I thought if I could come out on the other side of it with something to show for it, then that wouldn't occur to anybody. That like, people wouldn't be like, why the fuck did you waste your time? They'd be like, oh cool, how'd you do that? And I'm not trying to say like I made it to impress anybody. I made it to impress myself. I kept telling my wife, like, you don't understand. This is a gift to me at 7 years old. Like, you just don't understand. Like, this is for 7-year-old me. You don't need to pay any attention to this. So, yeah, I freehanded a puppet, and brought it to G-Fest. So somehow that was going into Yoshikazu Ishii.
Well, I think that's what we all have in common, though. The four of us is like, all four of us are just wildly overproductive.
I was literally just about to make a point about that like yeah, your wife may have called you out for being like, you have so much shit on your plate, but like for all four of us, that's like, I feel like that's what keeps us like satisfied and not going insane.
Yeah,
when
I can't.
Yeah.
When I have nothing on, I'm bored out of my fucking mind.
Exactly. Yeah, I need to be working towards something at all times.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna kill me.
Yeah, you are a special fucking case. But
And
the point still stands.
I don't mean to make it sound like my wife was unsupportive. Actually, like once I got it going, and I told her I was like, you don't think I can do this? And she's like, no. The problem is I do think you can do it. She's like, I know you can do it, and I know it's gonna take you a fucking year, and it's gonna be this big thing. And she's been very supportive ever since. Like I really got the ball rolling. She's like, how did you do that? I remember I handed it to her at one point when there was no like latex on it or anything. But it kind of it was like Godzilla shaped, and she like held it in her hands for a minute, and then she looked at me and she said, I feel like it shouldn't be this easy. She's like, I feel like there should be a barrier between like who can do this.
It's pretty awesome. I mean, it's a really amazing puppet.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The fact that it fucking gassed us is awesome. Like the fucking atomic breath.
Yeah, that's I apologize about that.
I don't care. It shoots atomic breath.
Yeah.
I was doing, when I made it, I put a tube in it. I watched this guy on Instagram and I copied him and I put a tube in it and I hooked up compressed air. And when you turn it upside down, Jared Faust told me that it would look like atomic breath, and it does. And so I did it with Menard's brand canned air for months, showing off everybody. I mean, I was blowing it at my baby and stuff. Like I was blowing it at my wife's grandparents, and they're all fine. And of course, by the time G-Fest happened, I ran out of air, so I ran to Walmart and picked one up, thinking it would be the same thing. And so I bring it up to the hotel room. I'm showing it off, and I get like right in Elijah's face with it, and I just send it, and I'm suddenly like, it was like in my throat, and I don't know what Walmart does differently in their fucking brand of canned air, but we were all like coughing. I had to open the door, and I was confused. I was like, what the fuck happened? Like, why is this happening? But yeah, it was really fucking bad, and I feel bad because I should have tested it out first.
Bratton, I've never been happier to risk lung cancer.
Yeah. Oh, so that's the intro to the story, though. And I do want to tell that part of it because I think it's ironic and it's funny. So Elijah was being important and having a meeting with Ishii while we were just having a drink at the bar and like watching it from afar. And we're like, let's just go crash his meeting with Ishii. And, but when we walked up, Elijah was like, I was just telling him about your puppet. And
yeah, I guess this is where I come back here. I guess to add a little bit of context, I first met Ishii back in 2019, and I saw Giant Teacher, Attack of the Giant Teacher. I bought a poster from him, and I loved that movie. I thought it was great. When he did Yuzo, he somehow got the premiere to happen in like the closest city to me. I don't know how the world like played that deck, but like I got to go see Yuzo at its worldwide premiere. I got to see Ishii again. I wore my Giant Teacher shirt. I was the only person there that like looked like I knew who he was. So it was really cool. And I shot the Q&A that happened and the intro. And looking at it now, like it would be completely different if I did that because I think he would message me. I think he'd say, "Hey, will you come do this?" Because after that, Ron, my boss at SRS, licensed it. And that's when I really got involved with SRS. In a weird way, without Ishii, I wouldn't be doing film anything. I wouldn't have made the Murase doc, which there's more about that here in a second. So I got the opportunity to work on the Yuzo Blu-ray, and I provided all the stuff that I had shot from the premiere, and then I interviewed Ishii to do a commentary. It was my first commentary, and little did I know that would lead to... I mean, at this point, like, I'm one step away from basically making Blu-rays myself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's supposed to change here soon. So, we're about to get to a point where I'm authoring, producing, making Blu-rays. I'm writing the copy right now. You know, I used to have Danny do a lot of it, but now it's easier for me to just watch the movie, write, and figure out what I want to put, and I'll just send that to Ron. And so we did that, and then, you know, obviously for Brush of the God, you know, I did a lot, and without Ishii, that movie wouldn't exist. I'm just going to be honest. Ishii was such a huge part of that movie. And, you know, he agreed to do stuff to help contextualize. He sent me the shooting plans. I have all the shootings, like
schedule.
The schedules. When they show up, where they're at, I have all of that. He sent it to me. He's just such an amazing human being. And, you know, we connected online, and we would share, you know, monster stuff. We would talk about, you know, monster stuff, because that's, I keep repeating this because I love it. In Japan, there's a saying, and I'm paraphrasing, but it basically is, we can't speak the same language, so we use an online translator, but we also can just speak the international love of monster movies, and that's all we need.
Mm-hmm.
And Ishii and I do that all the time. We will share. I mean, he showed me stuff from Gladio. I knew about Gladio like 2 years ago. I saw the poster like 8 months before it came out. He was consulting me on titles for the English. I even was toying with like doing the logo for the English side. So there was a lot. I kept hearing about it. He told me about Toshio Miike and Ben Furuya. You know, there's some stuff he can't talk about, that I can't talk about, but he shared a lot with me. And he had been begging me, please come to Japan, please come to Japan, please come to Japan. I'll show you all of Japan. Like, come to Japan. And I can't afford that trip. But I found out that he was offered to go to G-Fest. This was months ago. When like everybody was like, there's no guests for G-Fest, I was like, well, I know of one. But due to some personal issues, he couldn't say yes until about 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really scary. And I'm glad that he was able to. And so what happened there was, you know, he said, I would message him, you know, how are you feeling? You know, how are things? Will you be coming? You know, and that's when I learned like Gladio will have its premiere here, and eventually he was like, yeah, I'll be there. And Thursday night, I'm on my way back from downtown Chicago, and I get a message, and it's, are you at the hotel, from Ishii-san? And I'm like, I'm going to be there in 20 minutes. And he was like, can we hang out? Can we talk? I was like, sure. And he was like, here's some gifts from Japan. I'm going to show you, you know, we're going to be selling these photo books of Gladio. We just talked movies. It was really cool. And because I knew he was coming, I had bought him some stuff. I got him a Titanic Creations Yunguri and a couple other things. And I didn't bring him down because I didn't know if that was going to be the time to do it or what.
Mm-hmm.
But then he handed me all these gifts. I was like, oh yeah. And I was like, but I don't want to just leave him down here. And I was like, Ishii-san makes monsters. Like, he would love the puppet. So when you guys showed up, I was like, okay, I can take him up. I can get him his gifts. We can show him this puppet. He'll think it's really cool. And, you know, we went up to the room. I had one of G-Fest's special guests in my hotel room, for probably 25 30 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
He looked at the puppet. He thought it was really cute.
Mm-hmm.
He loved Youngity. He wanted to get it out and just start playing with it. I gave him a poster from Rosse. I think he was pretty happy with everything. I think he felt very welcomed. Yeah, that's I never thought that a special guest at G Fest would be in my hotel room. I mean, that's two. I have like connections now with 3 of the guests this year, which 4 if you count Muling T being a member of my Discord server. But like Jeffrey considers me a friend. I mean, he openly says like, "You're my friend. Like, you don't need to spend money." He wasn't even gonna charge. Like, I think he forgot that like I was buying a book. He started signing it and just was gonna give it to me. I was like, "Here's $20. Like, don't not take my money, Jeffrey."
He liked you enough that it almost seemed like he forgot about my money. Like until I was like, it's $22, right? And he's like, "Oh yeah, right."
So like, and Jeffrey's been like, we need to catch up. We need to hang out. We need to talk, which I need to amend that. I need to make sure that happens. But and Jeffrey was like, "Send me your movie. I want to watch it." And so, Ishii-san wants to watch the movie, and, he considers me a friend, and Jeffrey's considers me a friend. I got to interview Moritsuku. It's getting really weird. Like, Jeffrey said it, like, I know everyone, apparently. And, it really does feel like I'm starting to get to that point in everything.
Well, the only reason Grattan and I have really had the time that we've had both years is because we know you, and so like we've been like around fucking everyone. Like we wouldn't have been introduced to John if not for you. You know what I mean?
I think it was actually thanks to Nathan.
Well, yeah, but he knew Nathan.
Yeah, he knew Nathan. Yeah.
Like, okay, maybe Grattan had interacted with Nathan before.
I think I knew Nathan before.
I don't know if you would have interacted with Nathan as heavily. Maybe.
Without you?
Yeah.
I think I interacted with Nathan before you.
Yeah. But would you have went to G-Fest? I know I had to convince you to go last year. You were on
Would I have got... No, not without you. I don't think so. No, I really don't think so. But yeah, credit where credit is due. I think the Marchand hooked us up. I think he told you. I think he told you that one of the hosts of Giant Monster BS makes music.
It was Michael.
It was Michael?
Michael.
Fucking asshole. I knew it was somebody like that. They're 2 peas in a pod.
It's weird. Like G-Fest, it's starting to really and honestly feel like G-Fest is one of those places where it's just like, yeah, I gotta go and I'm gonna be running at 100 miles an hour until I basically fall apart. Just because, I mean, you guys see it. Like I can't make it from one end of the hotel to the other without, somebody stopping me having to say hi to somebody, whatever the case may be. Like it never stops.
You're part of the G-Fest canon now.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've learned from spending time with you and John is that like outside of like the Giant Monster stuff and like the guests coming to G-Fest, like there's like a cast of people who are like making this its own weird thing for good or bad. And like it's just these characters who have like been around, a lot of them, for a really long time. John's one of them.
Yeah, I reckon so.
But it's been really strange learning about certain people like Omar this year.
Yeah, I didn't know about him before this either.
But he's like part of like, I guess he's just like a name you can say to like anybody who's like been at G-Fest long enough, and they'll like know exactly what you mean and like what he's done and like how he is to be around. And that's not something you would necessarily know just from being a fan of giant monster movies outside of this convention.
Yeah. I mean, that was kind of the thing I was kind of getting at earlier with like my experience here is like compared to other cons, it's like G-Fest is kind of what you're putting into it for me. And just because like how much like time we've been putting into it, how many people like we've been to, there is that sort of cast whereas if it's like you're just going here to be a fan, go to the dealer's room, it's like, what the fuck are we even talking about?
I have an acquaintance, which, by the way, it's also weird to think like Omar considers me a friend too. You know,
Yeah.
It's like he just sent me his script for his next movie for me to read. So it's, you know, I might end up working on the next Dragon Lizard Lord for all we know. Add that to the resume.
I want to make a prop for his next movie. He needs to commission me now that I make puppets.
I have a acquaintance. I don't talk to them anymore. They can stay away from me. But they come and they go to the dealer's room. They drop a couple, you know, usually it's $2,000 or $3,000 on stuff, and then they pack it up. You know, sometimes they mosey into some panels, or, you know, they go to the Pickwick screenings. But it's always just them by themselves. You know, they're never. They always kind of have this like kind of resting face. It never seems like they're like really having a great time, or, you know, having fun. They're just kind of here. They're just kind of going through it. And I'm sure there's people that get a lot of joy out of just doing those, what I would define as mundane things. Boobs.
Yeah, as a lady with her tits out.
From a H.G. Wells novel.
But I think you miss out on a ton when you go that route. I think there's so much. I mean, G-Fest has so much lore. You know, I've learned that like you can't learn all the lore in the 3 days that G-Fest is. Like, you have to be here multiple days and multiple years. And honestly, like, part of the reason I keep coming back is just the simple fact that it's fun, and honestly it's enjoyable to be part of that lore. You know, I've complained about it, but like, I'm okay if people say that my interview with Koji Moritsugu was terrible because I asked him memories of a production that he later on
is best known for.
Yeah. And literally in that same interview said, I know more about my time on Ultra 7 than I do Ultraman Mebius. Like, cool, man. You can ask him which monster would win in a fight.
Yeah.
I like to think that in a weird way this podcast is some continuation of the G-Fest story, because it's a lot of just sitting around talking shit.
Yeah.
And maybe that guy who just goes to the dealer's room turned over the rock and saw all these nasty G-Fest bugs and was not into talking shit and just wanted to watch the Godzilla movies and buy his stuff and get the fuck out. I sort of understand that too. Maybe.
And like I said, I could see why people might enjoy that. You know, I don't want to act like that's something that you can't enjoy.
I mean, I guess it depends. Like, for me, it's like I have to drop a lot of money to be here.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, a lot of money just to fly, and obviously there's hotel costs and whatnot, which, I mean, everyone generally is doing hotel costs, I'd imagine.
No, I got a free hotel
finally.
from the government.
But, like, so it's like, for this to be worth my while, and for me to want to, like, come back and not just make it, like, one thing where it's like, yeah, going once because it's, like, the bucket list thing.
Yeah.
It's like it has to be really enjoyable. It has to be a really fun social event, and it's like just walking around seeing Godzilla toys isn't enough to make it that for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be different for everybody.
Of course.
Some people like might only come for the panels.
Mm.
Some people might only come for the guests. There's 100 reasons why you come to G Fest, but I think
Bitch ain't one.
I think I'm in a headspace where I have to do something productive while I'm here, whether it's panels, whether it's press, something.
Whether it's an impromptu interview with John LeMay.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
An interview with the Hat Man in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Or like, there's just, there's things every year that I learn that's like, yeah, without this, I wouldn't enjoy it. I think it's very obvious. I'm tired. My social battery is depleting, and it's gonna be going for another 3 or 4 hours.
Oh yeah.
I will not be sleeping for a long time. But I wouldn't change it. I would maybe remove about 3 or 4 things off my panel lists.
Mm-hmm. Get out of Artist Alley a little sooner.
Not buy stuff.
I like this podcast a lot.
Mm.
For me, that was like one of the things I was really not expecting to get out of G Fest. But just hanging out with you and John and talking shit and hearing stories about people that I kind of know. Or that I know much better now, is really fun. And just sitting around having our own conversation. It was so fun last year that like I was thinking about it all year.
This
as
was
a
the
part
thing
of
I was the
G-Fest.
most excited
Yeah.
to do was this podcast again. Like no bullshit. Yeah. Until I heard your intro. No, but
That's
no, for
between
real.
you and Joe, all right? Yeah, you shouldn't have voted for Trump that many times, all right?
No, I was
Three
looking
strikes,
forward
you're
to
out,
this.
pal.
Yeah, this podcast was what I was looking forward to the most. For real, yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't know, it's close. If it's not number one, it's definitely close to being my most anticipated thing, and that's why I had a list of all the shit to talk about. And half of that list was just stuff that's happened since we got here. But there's also, developments. I missed Sunday last year, even though I was here for half of last year's Sunday. It felt like coming back, you guys had like a whole extra day's worth of stories to tell me about what happened after I left on Sunday.
I mean, it felt like you were missing for that whole second half.
I was
of the
sad.
Sunday.
I cried.
Can confirm.
I
You
did a
left
bad
me.
job of saying goodbye to everybody. I thought I told everybody, like, I'm leaving at this time, and then Jackson helped me in my car, but
You left.
I didn't
me.
get a proper goodbye to either of you guys, so I'm sorry
I
about
was
that.
sad. I was talking my favorite movie of all time, and you left me.
John had to console Elijah. It was a
Yeah.
very difficult moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'll be real here. I think that after this year's GFET, like when we're saying goodbye Sunday night or Monday morning, whichever it ends up for everybody, I think I'm actually going to be really sad this time.
You weren't sad last year?
I was sad
Fake
last. I was sad last
I
year.
was sad last year.
I get sad, but like in recent years, it's become a little less, I don't know, heavy hitting. I've been able to kind of like be like, okay, I'll be fine, I'll see most of these people next. I will see these people next year. That's usually the mentality. But I know that this might be the end of the new tradition for a little bit. Not very long, hopefully.
Yeah.
Mm.
In a perfect world.
John, are you coming next year?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You are?
Yeah.
Me and Jackson aren't going to be here.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah, it's financially. I
Aw.
don't know if I could afford it.
Sure.
I'm trying to get back out to California, and my lease is up at the end of June next year. So I just don't know if it's going to be possible for me to, or
You could pack your stuff. You could come to where I live, drop it off, come with me.
what?
If it's at the end of June, that's 2 weeks.
Oh, you're saying
pack
move my house from Indiana
to my
Missouri?
house for a weekend, for a couple weeks, and then move it to California free of charge.
I would love to work something out to be able to come next year, but I just know that's really not in the cards. So yeah, fair warning, which Elijah's known this for a while.
Which is why I think I'll be sad, just because honestly, like I love hanging out with Danny, I love hanging out with Nathan, I love hanging out with everybody, but
with Nick Huber and John Bigotis Jr.
But I like Danny's always running around. Danny has his own entourage.
For sure.
Nathan has his own circle. And you know,
the world of Marchand.
we do, you know, Neil's one of them, and John, you and I both, you know, I enjoy talking to Neil. I think Neil's a wonderful human being. But
he's 70 years old.
It's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna feel like what I've kind of made G Fest feel like. I'm gonna miss being able to just, you know, say out of pocket stuff and have a really good time with you and Jackson and all of that. And obviously, like John, like we're gonna be here next. I mean, I might not be. I might die.
Don't count on him being alive.
But that's a glass half empty kind of situation. We'll see. And like I hope that we can make it still work somehow. But it's gonna kind of suck. I'm gonna miss it. Yeah.
Do we want to hear a health update from our friend Matthew Fields? How are we feeling?
I need to know how special guest Matthew Fields is feeling.
Hey guys. Just calling in again. I'm really, like, you know, I'm kind of jealous that you guys get to do this, because I wanted to be there. But I was just calling in and, like, just making sure you guys are doing good. More on my end. So there's a little bit of news, and so I don't want to say bad news, but I passed. So long story short, I passed out in the hospital bathroom here, and that was brand new. I don't think I've ever passed out in my life, and I went to go to the bathroom, and I just passed out, and so the nurse said I was on the ground. I was in there for like hours. Something happened with shift change. I was supposed to get a new nurse. It was night shift, and I don't know. My room got overlooked or something. I'm not really sure what happened, but they were very apologetic about it, which I appreciate, but I sort of got skipped. So I was on the floor for a while, and they're not sure. You know, one nurse said it was like it could have been blood pressure medication, and then another nurse said I might have had a seizure. Which would obviously, because I've never had a seizure before in my life, so I don't really know why that would happen. But the doctor said it could be some serious things. They're running more tests now. I'm on an anti-seizure medication as like a precaution, and guys, I feel really weird. I don't know what is going on. And well, I don't want to scare you guys, but I'm
Man,
a little
it doesn't
scared.
sound good.
I'm a little scared just because the doctor said it could be, like, brain cancer, something really serious. So that's kind of, I'm scared. But
All right.
So but anyways,
Well,
if you
thanks.
guys could just
Thanks again for that update, Matt. Hopefully, we'll get this resolved before the podcast ends. Let's hear it from Matthew Fields.
Raise a glass for Matthew Fields.
Yeah. To his health. Hopefully he's got a few good years left on him after this.
To Allah and beyond.
What else
What's
can we
on the
even
docket?
fucking say? We've actually done a good job of covering all of this stuff. We could talk. John suggested this before we got to G-Fest that we cover Jackson's visit to Golden Corral.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What is there to say about it?
Like, did you lick the chocolate fountain or?
This one didn't have a chocolate
Oh.
fountain.
Ours did in Roswell. Ours closed down
Damn.
because somebody licked the chocolate fountain.
Like, I don't know what else to say. Cause
What
like,
was buffet food like? Was it weird?
some of it was, I guess. Like,
What'd you think about Oh, okay. This motherfucker. Let me tell you, this motherfucker eats his baked potatoes with the skin.
I know people that do
Like all
that.
the
It's-
skin? Or?
All the skin.
I've done that before, but not like. I
yeah,
usually
shut the fuck up.
I
Elijah.
usually don't, but the skin's edible.
I can't hear you. Oh yeah, he dipped it in ketchup too.
No, I put ketchup on. I didn't dip it in.
I mean, people eat like whatever, like fries and hash browns. with
No,
ketchup.
no. Jabbalati Jr., my ass. You can start criticizing him.
Okay.
I'll get banned from Indiana next.
Are you gonna ban him from Kaiju Conversation for eating ketchup on his baked potato?
Yeah.
What did you? Now this is strange. He did put ketchup on rice the other day.
Oh my fucking god.
You know, I recently learned
I thought that. What's the verdict on this before we move on?
So-
Is it weirder to have ketchup on rice or a baked potato?
Oh, the rice. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, John LeMay.
I didn't know that was like an Australian thing. Is that like a delicacy?
I recently learned that you put ketchup on stuff when you want to hide the actual rotting, disgusting part of something.
So he hates American food.
No, I think what it is I think he just is used to eating terrible, horrible food. The worst food you
They're
can
eating
eat.
horrible things in Australia, the worst things you've ever seen. They're picking up dirt. They're eating handfuls of dirt straight off the ground. They're eating rocks with bugs under them.
I mean, he's used to eating beef pies.
You don't even fucking have that. That is like the most American coded fucking food on the planet. I'm shocked you guys don't know what the fuck beef pies or sausage rolls are.
Well, you call French fries chips too, so.
Yeah, because they fucking are chips.
That's very British of you, I gotta say.
That's what I'm telling you. He's just a criminal British guy.
Fucking the British have what do they fucking call them? Crisps? Is that what they call chips?
I wouldn't know.
They
You're
call
asking
them
the wrong
chips.
guy. I'm American.
Yeah, I thought they called them chips.
No, they call them chips, but
they-
then the potato chips they call crisps.
Mm.
in Britain.
In Melbourne.
Fucking kill yourself for saying Melbourne. Fuck you.
Oh, how do you say all? Everybody.
It's Melbourne.
Let's go down the panel here.
Wait. Try and say Brisbane.
Brisbane.
Okay, but you heard me say it. I've heard you say it before.
Brisbane.
Yeah, I would have said
Brisbane.
Brisbane too.
Oh,
That's one of those things I feel like it's weird to say it like that unless you live there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what bugs the shit out of me is when Canadian people say Toronto. I can't stand that shit.
Let's go down the panel here. You all know where I work.
Mm-hmm.
How do you pronounce it?
Aldi.
I thought you worked at SRS.
That's my night job.
Oh, and before that, I just knew Walmart.
I got fired.
I heard why, but like I don't know what I don't know what the new place is. I'm embarrassed. I feel bad.
He was correct.
Okay.
You know what Aldi is?
No.
The grocery store? Oh.
Well,
I know it's like regional or
how
whatever.
is it called?
Yeah.
What is it called?
Aldi?
Aldi.
Aldi? I mean, I'm not gonna fight for it. I don't even like the fucking store.
It's horrible.
They're
I've never
calling
heard of it
Aldi
before.
horrible things.
It's run by a woman. They do horrible things, horrible food. Not American.
Yeah, it's I only knew
The
about
sausage party is not going to beat the sexist allegations.
it. Huh?
Sausage party? Have you not fucking heard that?
The movie.
I know about the movie, but
It's terrible.
it's,
They're watching horrible movies in Australia. They're watching Sausage Party over and over again while they're eating the bugs. They're eating bugs by the bucketful, and they're watching Sausage Party.
Is it not slang in America? The fuck?
No, it's slang. Sausage party was our
Yeah.
slang where
Yeah.
I'm from. Yeah.
But
For like
why-
a room full of dudes or whatever.
why are we bringing a sausage party into this?
Because you made a sexist comment, dipshit. Sexist.
What? When did I make a sexist comment?
Sexist. Fuck's sake.
You said something about women as Trump or something. Doing your Trump voice, and you said something about a woman. I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, that's not sexist. It's a fact. Aldi CEO is a woman. She's doing horrible things.
So I only know about Aldi because, well, we have one. When I moved to Indiana, we had one. But in California, I knew about it because they make you put a quarter in their shopping carts before you use them.
Yeah.
And that seems very un-American to me.
That's
It
very
always
European.
pissed me off.
It's $1 in Australia. Gold coin.
You have Aldi in Australia?
Yeah, Aldi. Yeah.
Oh, well, they can call it whatever the fuck they want. Probably is Australian with that stupid fucking quarter bullshit.
Well, were we complaining about Jackson? Was that where we got on this whole side?
Golden
tangent?
Corral. We just
Oh,
wanted
Golden
to see what he
Corral,
thought of
yeah.
Golden Corral.
Yeah. So
I mean,
that
That was nice. I enjoyed.
what'd you
food there
think of the
generally.
meatloaf?
Oh, the meatloaf was fucking brilliant. That shit was fucking brilliant.
You know what's on meatloaf?
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
Yeah.
I think we should just.
It
get
wasn't
this-
even the fucking ketchup that was brilliant. Okay.
Okay, we need to drug him somehow, and we need to just put like ketchup all over his face, and just let him sleep with ketchup,
Mm.
and then he can wake up and lick his face or whatever he wants to do.
Yeah. Yeah, Elijah. Keep the ideas coming.
I'm gonna put.
That idea was that idea was almost on par with my idea for what we should do to Matt Frank to give him a taste of his own medicine.
I'm gonna put some ketchup in your shoes.
You're gonna roofie Jackson. He's gonna wake up with a tattoo of ketchup on his butthole.
He loves the ketchup. He can't get enough of the ketchup.
We're going to check up one final time with our friend Matthew Fields. We're going to see how his health situation resolves in this installment.
What's up, guys? So I've got some good news. We finally got some answers on the test, and just so you know, it's not cancer, it's not AIDS, it's nothing like really serious. And I'm getting out tomorrow. Of the ICU, which it's still looking like I won't make it to G-Fest, which that sort of sucks. So that's sort of like, you know, when the doctors say, you know, you want the good news or do you want the bad news? That's kind of the bad news. But here's the good news. They found out what was going on with me, and it actually got fixed. So, okay, so I'll just tell you the story from the beginning. So I don't know why I didn't think it was this. It just didn't occur to me at all. But about a week ago, there was this, you know, the Transformers toys. You know, they're like, so Transformers toys, they turn from like vehicles like planes or cars, and they're these toys where you sort of do them like a Rubik's Cube type of thing, where you move all these parts and they turn into these robot guys, and they're pretty cool. And I've got a few of them, and there's this one named what's his name? Starscream. So Starscream turns into Shed, and this like a fighter jet, like military, and so it was sitting on a chair, right? I was, you know, sort of walking around my house naked because, you know, I was just, you know, you do it sometimes. I don't think it's that big of a deal, and it's sort of like how God made us too. So I don't see how there's anything wrong with that. So then I sat down on the chair, right? And, Starscream was there, and he was a plane, so he's in plane form, he's pointed up, and he went, sorry, this is kind of gross, but, he went into my, rectum, you know, my anus. So, but I didn't notice this. I went around like that for a couple days, right? Didn't notice anything was wrong. And then I got in the elevator at my office, right? And then what they're telling me happened is that Starscream transformed from the fighter jet into the robot guy, and that just apparently really tore me up. I didn't even think about it because I totally forgot about it. I didn't even know it had happened. And that's sort of what started causing all these issues. Septic. They said I went septic, which I'd never heard before. But how they found it is kind of a funny story too. Is they thought I was going to have, you know, I was going to be riddled with cancer, and you know, you don't want that, right? But so they take me into the CAT scan, the big like MRI. Is it a CAT scan or an MRI? I can't remember. But it's the big machine, and you're not supposed to take metal in there or electronics. And I said, all good, no electronics here. And then so Starscream's kind of, he's made a lot out of plastic, but there's some metal parts and some electronics in him. And he has like a few phrases he can say too that are pretty cool. But so they turn on the MRI machine, and I think I'm just about to get a little, you know, scan, and then Starscream in, you know, my lower intestine, he starts going bananas, and I'm flying around the MRI machine. I mean, I'm getting, I mean, it's chaos. They figured it out, and they gave me laxatives at first. Then they tried like just kind of like fishing him out. That didn't work. And then so they took me to like the birth, the maternal ward. That's what it is, maternal ward. And once I was in there, they knocked me out with some fentanyl, which I strongly recommend if you have not tried. And then they had Starscream out of me. And I'm not sure if I'm going to get to keep him or not. I'd obviously prefer to keep him, but I'm going to be fine. And yeah, so things are like all figured out here. You know, I thought it was going to be something serious. So I'm just glad it's not something scary.
Right. Well, thank you, Matt, for that update. A happy ending, I guess, to that saga. A simple misunderstanding.
Yeah. It happens all the time.
Yeah, Ryan Dunn happened to him a few years back.
Yeah. I would just ask the ER doctors, you know?
Yeah, if he can get it back.
People fall on things. And
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
just freak accidents.
Yeah, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. He sounded really embarrassed. But
Yeah.
sorry you couldn't make it to G-Fest, but we, of course, all understand.
Yeah. Now, do you have anything else on the docket? Because I have something I'd like to inquire.
We have an outro, but we can save that for the when we're done.
Okay. So there's some allegations going on
Okay.
that Matthew Fields is pulling the BS card of the Giant Monster BS name, and Matthew Fields actually just blew you off.
Oh.
Okay.
And he is happily somewhere in sunny California on a Friday. And the ER is actually a front for his operations.
Yeah, the ER has no record of him going in there with the Starscream toy shoved up his ass, going crazy in the MRI machine.
I looked up medical records earlier, and I couldn't find anything. The last thing was a checkup on his condition with AIDS or something.
Right, so he does have AIDS. He made up the Starscream story to cover his AIDS.
He doesn't want people to know.
I think that's the plot of that Tom Hanks movie.
Which one?
Philadelphia.
But this is in California.
Philadelphia is a city in California.
Oh, that's a little confusing.
I watch a lot of Jeopardy. I know.
So what does the survey say about that?
Survey says there's a good chance of him lying. He's got a bad habit of lying all the time for no reason about small things. So I'll definitely have to confront him next episode when we watch Demi King the Sea Monster.
Well, let him know I'm in solidarity, and I believe his story. I believe it.
Yeah.
It's a very sad tale.
It is a believable story, but is it his? You know, that's the real question.
He could have taken it from somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
John, do you know anybody that had a Starscream shoved up their ass?
I know someone who had a Megatron shoved up their ass.
Oh, even worse. A much more formidable Decepticon.
Which one though? The Bayformers?
Megatron. Oh.
Was it the gun?
The Michael Bay one has a lot of like small parts. It's probably got a like itch or something up there.
Yeah. Those will tear you up.
Little irritable bowel movements.
Daniel DeManna of the Godzilla Novelization Project shoves figures up his ass, I believe. So he could. It's not unheard of in this community.
Well, I hear that there's an island that you can go to run by a board of directors. They house quite a few different things on this island.
Right. It's an island with things.
Yeah. They're not humans, they're creatures, if you will. And I hear that there's a podcast on this island. And there's a lot of NDAs about what actually goes down on the island.
Mm-hmm.
But I hear the host loves getting things shoved up his anus. I hear that he asks every host to pick out a personal item from his collection, whether it be a Blu-ray or a 4K. Even he has a producer, who's like survived a space war or something really stupid and unbelievable, and like only a weird person would come up with such an idea for like a producer, it could be imaginary.
He could be an obvious stand-in for another person who was real at one point, but has severed ties to the
who also
all right.
Our first episode we did last year, I enjoyed so much and I was so proud of it. I actually made my mom listen to part of it. But I won't be doing that this year. Absolutely. I did. I think I played like the first part for her. Like, listen how much fun we're having, Mom.
You're going to have to
You
be.
mean to say your mother heard me take a piss?
Yeah, she thought it was funny. Yeah, she thought that was great.
How do you feel about mothers listening to you urinate?
Is this year's podcast that bad?
It's horrible.
Am I the only one having fun?
No, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm just afraid for the public to hear it.
You're afraid of her knowing about you and Joe Biden getting into it back in the day.
Yeah, I think actually my mom was the one born in *57.
Maybe are you worried about people learning about your 2008 voting history?
2008, I think was still Obama.
You voted for Trump.
You wrote in Trump.
2008?
You can write in whoever you want.
He was
At the time, it seemed like a good idea.
He was the Kanye before Kanye.
Obama? I mean, are you kidding me? This Obama clown? Of course I'm going to write in Trump, but, we didn't know what we know now. All right. Any thoughts? We've got an outro for this podcast if you guys want to hear it. If we're winding down. Yeah. All right. Let's hope Mommy LeMay approves.
Chief Fest is over now. Come on, man, get out of here. Don't cry because it's over. Cry because it happened, baby. I never forget. The Chief Fest is about one thing. Sex, drugs, and pussy. We will not surrender. Till all of this. Sean LeMay sent me a DM on Facebook, told me my wife has a penis. What the fuck, man? I don't swing that way. Lots of folks do, but that's not the Biden style, Jack. See, it's not so easy to remember everything now, huh, tough guy? It's like Drake said, I haven't done my taxes. I'm too turned up. I'm unable to generate a reply that meets our content guidelines. I'm just kidding. They used to have a saying back in Wyoming. It goes, excuse me. You gotta love the ones who run for you, love you, the people in your life. Come on, man, that's how it works. Relax, fat guy, you're getting nervous. Now the podcast is over, man. You guys are gonna go out into the real world, go out into the workforce. You're gonna have to get a job. You're gonna have to figure it out. You're gonna have to live on your own 2 feet and pay your bills, Jack. I'm gonna give you one piece of advice my mom gave me back when I lived in Boston, man. She told me one thing, Joe, you gotta be president, man. That's what I did. It's not that hard. Wake up, everybody, wake up. Can't sleep with your eyes open, man. You gotta wake the fuck up. Everybody drive safe, get home safe. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I love you, baby. Peace out.
Peace out, Joe Biden. I love you.
More inspiring words from our former commander-in-chief.
Amen.
Anything else to say?
I'm going to miss this next year.
I'm going to miss it too, for real.
Yeah, I'm already depressed.
Me too.
Damn it, Joe. You've done it again. John, why did you DM him and say his wife had a penis?
That wasn't me.
Maybe we can end this one with Jackson taking a piss.
Oh, that'd be great.
Let's drop and go.
I need to piss.
Me too.
We can do
John LeMay, you want to sub in?
We won't be picky. We won't be picky. Whoo! 3.5 hours.
Should we try and fill out the next minutes in 45 seconds? Shh.